All right, here we go. Oschino, welcome back to Vlad TV.
It's my house right now.
That's
live
right.
Here now.
You live here. You live here. You just come out every so often to do an interview.
Let me say this. Let me say this much. As soon as we start, I gotta say this. All y'all that don't like Vlad, right? Vlad is my man, right? Y'all gotta come at me for whatever Vlad did. Okay, like you fuck with Vlad, especially about the mind you, I didn't even know you when the Farrakhan shit happened.
Right.
At all, zero.
Yeah.
They're like, he dissed Farrakhan. I said, okay, fuck.
I didn't diss Farrakhan.
I
misquoted Farrakhan.
I'm saying, if you did it not,
I apologize for the misquote.
Bro, they act like I did it. How dare you like this white man that dissed Farrakhan, nigga? I said, did he diss Farrakhan? Okay, well, what the fuck? Like,
I misquoted him. There was a video that was circulating that was purposely cut a certain type of way.
Bro, I think it's a double standard, bro. They don't like that. Bro, listen, they don't like that you white, bro. What? You hear talking about rap shit about he doing this to the culture. This that I said, well, if he doing it to the culture, what you think Nike doing? What you think Polo doing? What you think everybody's white this doing? When I go to Vlad, I get paid to go on Vlad. Mm-hmm. Nike don't pay me. And if that's what it is. They mad because they can't come here and talk and get paid.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
Don't get mad at me because I'm cool with Vlad. They be like, yo, bro, they be sitting me talking about, I get, no lie, every like 3 days, I get at least 2 messages about you.
Okay.
Whether I'm on here or not. But what's up with you, Vlad? Mind you, let's say you have a different interview with somebody, I ain't even see it. You see what your man said?
So what's your man? What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
That shit is crazy, bro. You know you got AR-AB locked up, right? I said, bro, he didn't.
I did not get AR-AB locked up. AR-AB said I didn't get AR-AB locked up. He's done interviews from jail. He literally said I got nothing to do with what he got going on.
Bro, that's the narrative, bro. They come at me about this shit every day. I love adversity, so I'm with it. Like, run it, whatever. But
come with it. By the way, have you always talked fast?
Always talk fast.
Yeah, because that's what people always comment. Like, it sounds like you're at double speed. When
you know what's
interviews.
crazy though, bro? Before I thought they was just hating, then I watched it. I couldn't even understand what I was saying myself. So yeah, I gotta try to chill. He like this. You mean?
Well, since our last interview, the Diddy verdict has come in. Were you surprised?
I'm gonna tell you what I was surprised about. Cassie.
Okay.
Diddy. Okay. It's almost like the longer the trial went on, it was like all right, Cassie. Mind you, you see Cassie how she look and how you would think any man to see Cassie like yo. They'll run down on Cassie. Like, I mean, but do you see hear the stuff she's doing? It's like, the more you hear, it's like, damn, Cassie, like, it's almost like you forget about Puff after a while. That's almost how it is right now. Mm-hmm. We forget that Puff is a freak. Oh, he's a freak. Okay, we got that. That's cool. Because all Puff got to do is get out and say he's gay. I'm gay. I was fighting it. I'm sorry. He gonna just own it. And it's
although I've interviewed 3 male escorts, all 3 have said that they don't think he's gay.
Did you see the main? You interviewed the main escort boy, did you?
Which one?
The dark skin boy. I see you interviewed the boy.
He's coming in a few days.
Yeah, well, he'll have something different to say.
Well, yeah, I guess he
was there the most.
There was, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And we'll talk about that. But I can tell you that the 3 that I interviewed all said that Diddy was always in the corner. He didn't want you to look at him. He didn't want you to talk to him. Like when the freak off started to happen. He was just,
Vlad,
Harlem shaking in the corner.
Vlad, let me tell you something, Vlad.
Talking about get him, king. Get her, king. do that, king.
Bro, listen, bro. Listen, any man worst nightmare is for that girl phone to ring and say the Punisher on there. Punisher, who the fuck is that?
Man, I told him at the beginning of the interview, I said, I feel uncomfortable calling you that now.
I say in the interview.
I still called him that, but I said, I feel uncomfortable.
He said he got it from playing basketball or something like that, right? But whatever you got it from, if I see my girl phone and they say Punisher on there, man, I got an argument. This is an automatic argument. Who the fuck is that? Like, you mean, so let alone seeing him pop you, that's a whole nother level. Most men, any man that's a regular man that don't have, just a regular man, the last thing no man can see his girl getting hit by somebody else that's called the Punisher, that professionally have sex with women professionally. Mm-hmm. That's like your nightmare. That's like a joint. That's like, God, please don't let that ever happen to me, God. Let alone calling for it to happen, bro. Come on, bro. Like,
I mean, look. For example, Jane Doe, aka 50 Cent's baby mama, when she took the stand, she said that 90% of the time that her and Diddy had sex involved other men.
That's not normal, bro.
90% of the time.
That's every time.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we pop 100 times, 90
90
times.
of those involve other men. Sometimes multiple men, one man after another.
But what that say about the woman that lets you do that? I guess if you got so much money that could fill this room up with $100 bills,
yeah,
you probably could do certain things.
Yeah, I think with the women, well, see, I got different stories. Well, no, I pretty much got a very similar story. And the story I got was that Cassie and Jane Doe were all with it, especially Jane Doe. Like, especially. Like, she would pick out the underwear for the dudes and tell them what to do. And
But at the same time, I remember she was trying to outdo Cassie. Because remember she started complaining, like, well, I'm doing everything Cassie was doing, but I wasn't getting the same perks, get to go on the red carpet and get to do all this.
Right.
So maybe she was doing all that trying to get, that's crazy. You want a Cassie spot? Let me tell you what's crazy, bro.
But Cassie was gone by that time.
Bro, I was in West Philly.
Okay.
The kids was playing tag. Last person to the store is Puff Daddy's girlfriend. Bro, I said, listen. That was it for Messio.
Puff Daddy's girlfriend. Oh, man, not again.
This one you went viral. That's viral. When little kids 8 don't even really know Puff, they too young to even know who Puff is. Last person to the store is Puff Daddy's girlfriend.
I mean, wasn't it a Philly dude that came up with No Diddy?
Yeah.
Who is that?
They say it's either between Quilly or the boy, I think his name, Slider. It's Tiffy Bay, one of the boys to be a Meek brother.
Okay.
One of them two came up with it. I mean, it's definitely from Philly, though. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I mean, when No Diddy replaces No Homo or Pause,
that's a lot. Viral. That's viral.
That's a lot. That's always going to haunt him. When he gets out.
Bro, he got to just... But so maybe it's not... I don't know what it's called. But I just
look, if you say he's gay, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just saying, I mean, look, if you take another dude's man juice and you rub it on your nipples.
I mean, you something.
I mean, you know.
Maybe whatever Puff is not no name for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that is. But what's funny is
Still
that,
Puff, though.
You know, one of the dudes I interviewed, right, one of the male escorts, and he told me this off camera because he didn't want to say it on camera. But he told me, I'll tell you who this is afterwards. He said an A-list female that everybody knows, she hired him to basically have sex with her in front of her soon-to-be husband.
Oh,
and he said that, like, where he's from, like, he's been hired for these cuckold kind of activities, and everyone were, like, massively wealthy.
What kind of activity?
Cuckold. Cuckold is when a man watches his wife have sex with another man.
So what's a voyeur?
Well, it's kind of voyeurism, yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Well, you got to make up names for what you are. That's too much. It's just too much going on.
I don't know. I don't know because it's like, what does Diddy get out of that? Because at one point, like one of the dudes, Don the dealer, said that like Diddy would like tap you like, oh yo man, let me hit it for a while. He like hit it for like 5 minutes and okay, I'm done. Go ahead, King, you go do it.
So we'd be engaging, and he would be like, all right, King, like I'm about to tap in right now, and then he would say, go over there. So I would go over there, and then he'd come over, and then they would engage in their own passionate intercourse, which wouldn't last too long. And then he'd be like, all right, I'm good, come back over. And he'd go back over to where he was, and then I'd sit there and, yeah.
But I'm like, damn, you sloppy seconds and your girl, like, she still got other dudes' man juice all over, like, ugh, like
any normal man, that make his stomach hurt.
Yeah, makes my stomach hurt.
Like, oh, even the thought of it, even without even having it.
No, man, listen, all the women, like, if I think of all the women I've had sex with, like the hundreds of women over the years, at no point did I think, wow, you know what would be better than this?
Somebody else popping the shit out you.
Someone just walked in the room and started smashing you in front of me. I'm like,
not only smashing you better than me.
Better than me.
And you laying there shaking, like, that shit is a nightmare.
It's like twice my size. Bro, it's like...
Bro, listen, they say Freddy Krueger is the nightmare. No, that's the nightmare.
That's the nightmare? That's scary. Would you rather have Freddy Krueger come in or the Punisher?
But just can you imagine your girl, you had sex with a girl, you had regular sex, whatever, then this Punisher coming, she's sitting there shaking. After he's done, she's still shaking. And she can't get up or nothing. You're like, I quit you, bitch. I don't like whenever I thought I was a wager, I'm not that no more. I can't do this shit. So Puff Daddy mind might be on some shit where though, like he just got so much money that he can do whatever his fantasy is. And his fantasy was something that's crazy that came out. Because without Cassie, this case, we never would have believed none of this stuff.
Oh yeah, he would have just denied it all.
It's like,
oh, they're just hating.
But I'm gonna tell you what they do for me though. Nah, I don't want to start no trouble because I'm from Philly and all that. But it make Meek having the same outfit as him different now. For me, because like, damn, you got the same outfit as a nigga that do that kind of shit. Or you be around a nigga that do this kind of shit. For me, it's like, bro.
When Meek and Diddy was wearing the same.
Yeah, we all got the same outfit on, and you got rub nut on your nipples and all that.
Let me tell you something, man. If you came in today and I was wearing an RL Racing Ralph Lauren shirt, one of us would have to take the shirt off.
That's what I'm saying,
before
bro.
we took a photo together.
That's what I'm saying.
Would not happen. I'd be like, all right, someone be in a wife beater, or I'd have to borrow a shirt from somebody.
We got to take it a step further than that, bro. Not only do we got the same outfit on, we got a midget with us in front of us.
Yeah, where did that come from?
We got a midget, just a random midget, just in the picture. So that made me say, okay, bro, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm saying, mind you, I never say somebody gay or nothing because I don't care if you're gay or not.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hang around a guy that let the Punisher pop his chick because I don't know what you'll do. I can't predict your behavior. You're not a normal person to me. Especially when your girl look like Cassie, nice young lady and whatever. And you letting, mind you, not just the Punisher, different niggas. All of my escorts said they think they're the only one.
A dozen different dudes. Yeah.
That's insane, bro. Yeast infections and disease. Boy said she burnt him. Like,
that's what he said.
Bro, I don't get $900 million to throw it away on that type shit. That's like, you made it to the top. Why would you risk all that for sex?
Here's the thing that kind of bothers me, and I tweeted about this, and people got mad at me, whatever, but you have Cassie, right?
Mm-hmm.
She got $20 million from Diddy. Another $10 million
from
the Intercontinental Hotel. You put him in jail. You've embarrassed him for the rest of his life. Hundreds of millions of dollars were lost over deals that he lost. And else. I remember one of the dudes, Don, was talking about how Diddy was like in the other room. Like, yo, man, I just got dropped by so-and-so. Yo, man, I'm losing these deals. Like hundreds of millions of dollars got lost. He is looking at potentially 10 years in prison. Mm. He was found guilty of one of the charges. He wasn't completely innocent. After winning on every level, Cassie still wrote a letter to the judge saying, I don't want him out, before sentencing.
You know why?
Why?
Husband.
What do you mean? First
of all, no man that let his 9-month pregnant wife get on the stand when she already got the money. You got the money already. He not charged for beating you up, none of that. You got $10 million from the hotel already, $30 million. Why you on the stand? Talking about people peeing in your mouth. Any real husband's like, but you're not doing that. You're not putting my kids through that. Because mind you, the kid, this once it's on the internet, it's there forever. So when the kids in the college is still gonna be getting played. Yeah. Your mom pee whining? This your mom that be throwing. So any real husband, you're not going on that stand. I think that, let me tell you what I think.
Well, she was probably compelled because they could have potentially charged her as well.
They could have, but I'm saying, she had to sell stuff. She was like,
she could have been very ambivalent about it.
But Vlad, we got 30 million. You can just go. I'm going on vacation. I'm going to labor. You could have said a lot. She could have said a lot of stuff not to get on the stand.
She could have gone on a cruise.
Yeah, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to labor. I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Your husband let you go on there because this is what I think. This is a guess. He could file for divorce for you, and he got a lot of reasons to divorce you and take the kids and take half.
Oh yeah, man. It's about to be a city boy summer.
Girl, you said it.
You know they don't have a prenup. You know they don't have a prenup.
He didn't want to turn it to sue him.
I bet.
See what happened. She was sitting on the couch talking to him. He's a white guy. He's smart. He know how to sue and go. White. Like, he did what? Hold up. We got a case. What the fuck?
Well, no, because I remember when they got together, I heard they were living at her parents' house.
That's what I'm saying. He was Puff Daddy was paying him. Yeah. That say a lot, though.
So what I'm saying, but after they broke up, he's the only one working. Like, Cassie has never had a job in her life.
But bro,
let's just keep it 100. Yeah, she's never worked one day in her life.
But a lot of girls
she's always lived off of men.
But I mean, she got the look to be able to do that, right? But my thing is, you don't gotta get peed on. But my thing is, my whole thing is this. All right, we got the money, babe. Why are you going on the stand?
Right.
Unless I'm about to line you up and I'm about to get you. Because if you gonna mess with Puff trainers, that's Puff trainer first.
Yeah.
You the bad guy, girl. I got $900 million. You gonna mess with my trainer? What the fuck is you? But they say he can't hit. I don't know. They were saying a lot of shit. I don't know. But I just think most girls, if you got enough money, sex is not. You might can't have sex with her all that good because whatever Puff Daddy got going on, but you could take care of her. I mean, so she shouldn't be messing with a trainer. I mean, I don't know. That to me, what it look like to me personally, you just a hoe.
I mean, she was messing with Kid Cudi.
I'm saying.
And Kid Cudi on the stand said that Cassie played both of them.
But don't Kid Cudi be wearing fucking dresses and shit like that? So yeah. I'm out.
Just married a white girl.
He's
like, man, I'm done with these black girls or these mixed girls.
You know why? Because the black girl ain't going for you that dress shit. You put that button down on a black girl, like, nigga, you got the. I don't fuck with you like that.
Take that bullshit off.
You can't listen. Once you mess with a black girl, if you mess with a black girl and you wear a wedding dress out with a man, when you wear a wedding dress, he's with a white date, a man.
Right. He
was for the white man day.
And he was dressed like the groom.
He was dressed like a groom with eyelashes and eyeshadow.
Yeah, that was.
Once you do that, and you tell a girl like, where you been at? Like, where you was at? But it's like, nigga, don't ask me where I was at. Nigga, you wear a dress with some nigga. You don't get to ask me that. So a white girl might be nice to you. A black girl have an attitude forever to you. Like every time you ask her something, she's gonna be irked. Like, you know what I mean?
Man, listen, I have gotten into arguments with black women, and they would call me gay. You're gay. You're gay. They know that I'm not gay. But that's like, one of the weapons. I've never heard no other race say that during an argument.
No, it ain't even that they call you. I'm gonna say with a black girl, they want to push your buttons. Because when you make them mad, they want to make you mad back. That's it.
That's it?
So the thing with a black girl, you gotta do, like, gotta let them talk their shit and get their shit off.
Get their shit off?
If you still want to have sex with them, don't feed.
Don't argue back?
No, they stubborn, nigga.
They empty the clip on you?
They like, nigga, listen, don't touch me, bro. Listen. But they go through a lot.
Yeah.
Like, they go through a lot. You know what I mean? So they deserve a lot and they require a lot.
Did you see my whole argument with Tony Busby on Pierce Morgan?
The lawyer wanted to try to swear by.
Oh yeah. Have you won a single lawsuit with any of these people you've represented? A single lawsuit.
Literally 30 days ago for $640 million, pal. So don't be telling me about winning lawsuits.
With Diddy?
More lawsuits than any lawyer in the United States. So I don't hear
with Jay-Z. How many lawsuits have you won against Diddy and Jay-Z?
Go to trial. Wait and see.
You won nothing. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's tight right now.
So my thing is with him, was he telling the truth about all this stuff? Like, I mean, like,
look, my thing is this, right? Out of this whole federal case, it's not a lawsuit, the whole federal criminal case, there's been over 100 lawsuits filed against Diddy. The only person that was actually incorporated into the case was Cassie. So you mean to tell me that you have 100 people you're representing that all claim they were drugged and raped by Diddy, and the feds looked through all that and they all said there's nothing here for us to use?
Money grab.
Which to me proves that it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. They looked through it all. You don't think the feds would have loved to have like 30, 40 people? Like, remember like the Bill Cosby case? They had a line of women. He did this to me. He did this to me. In 1903, he raped me. In 1884, he drugged me, blah, 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 blah. There was like all these women. 2 girls took the stand. 2 girls, and only one of them was filing a lawsuit. I don't believe these lawsuits.
But a lot of girls don't like talking about that stuff in the public.
But they're filing a lawsuit, so they're now in the public.
Well, they're trying to get some money,
at the point they're filing a lawsuit, they're all in the public.
So do you think Bill Cosby did it?
That's a hard one. I think that back then, I think that people were using different types of party drugs, and I think it was more or less acceptable. Like people were popping Quaaludes and everything else like that.
For me, I just don't understand. Like, Bill Cosby had like $400 million back in the 80s and the 70s and 90s and shit. Yeah. I don't see a girl trying to say I raped her.
Let me tell you, I remember recently, right, I was talking to a chick, right, this porn chick, and I said, if a man paid you, right, to drug you and have sex with you unconscious.
Paid you to drug you?
Paid you. Paid you. He said, listen, I'm not going to slip nothing to drink. I'm going to give you, let's say, $5,000 for you to take one of these pills.
And go to sleep.
And I have sex with you while you're asleep. But I'm telling you about it. I'm not raping you. I'm not whatever. Would you do it? She's like, yeah, I'll do it.
But we got to understand that to be able to say this to somebody is probably embarrassing. Let me fuck you while you sleep. We give $5,000. Huh? I mean, you somebody. Ain't like you just some regular person. You're a major person, right? You saying it to somebody, and you open yourself up for a lot of things. Because you might. What if she say no?
My thing. I would never do that. But if that's your fetish, and you could find people to agree to this when you have enough money and enough fame. They'd probably even do it for free.
No, I agree with you on that part.
I'll put you on the Cosby Show. I'll give you like a little bit roll of the Cosby Show. But this is my thing. Listen, everyone. Listen, after I hear their Puffy rubs dudes cum on his nipples, like nothing surprises me anymore,
Yeah, but my thing is
the whole drugging thing almost seems a little tame compared to Diddy.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you fixing your mouth to say that to a girl is like hard to say those words.
Man, listen, if you're close enough, I remember one of my exes.
You can just speak it to him or just take it anyway.
Listen. I've talked about this before. One of my exes wanted me to pee on her.
Okay.
She asked me to pee on her.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
In the shower.
But at least she know you.
I didn't get it.
But at least she know you.
Right.
You ain't from Backpage.
We were in a serious relationship at the time.
Like Backpage, a stranger peeing on you.
No. This was not a stranger. Me and her were living together.
Peeing on you is bad. But peeing by a stranger is another level of bad. Peeing in your mouth by a stranger is just diabolical.
Yeah. I didn't pee in her mouth. I just peed on her face.
No,
I peed on her face, though.
Listen,
you know what I mean? Like, she asked me to do it.
Bro, there's no coming back from
was closed, I think.
When you go on public and say you went on Backpage and hire somebody to pee in your mouth and a stranger, there's no coming back from that. You can't be bad no more. I don't care how much money you got. You're not a dime no more. You're not nothing. You're just like you're almost like a piece of trash. Because you agreed to it.
Look, everyone has their fetishes. And I didn't look at her differently after that, to be honest. But I even asked her, I said, after I did it, I said, what exactly did you get out of this? Because I'm not getting anything.
You heard Cassie said she liked about it, right?
Right, she liked it.
She's like, it's warm.
She liked it, right. But I asked her, I said, what did you get out of this? And she said, well, it kind of like breaks down like the walls of like, you know, closeness and intimacy. It's like we could do anything around each other, even pee on each other, and you know, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right.
That answer was a lie, though. You know that, right?
No, I think she asked me to do it.
But her answer was wrong. Her answer should have been, I'm just a freak, John.
Yeah, that too.
She wants to see all this other shit. That shit don't have to do with it. I'm a freak, John. That's what I wanted to do. Like, I want to take it to the next level. But my thing is, at least she know you.
Yeah.
If your girl asks you to pee on her, which is most black girls don't really ask you to pee. That's like rare. Yeah, it's rare. I mean, somebody asked me that one time, right?
Okay. What'd you say?
Of course. Yeah, you gotta see.
So you did it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
she was in the shower though.
You got something coming.
Listen. Listen. She was in the shower. I was out. Listen.
Me and the boy got something in common.
Let's get it. Listen though. Listen. She was in the shower. I wasn't in the shower.
Okay.
Actually, I was in the bathroom peeing in the toilet already. She's like,
hold on.
Wait. Swinging over like so all it was like it's just a swing. It was like a talked about like on spur of the moment, like you know what I mean. But most black girls will never say like. First of all, black girls don't even like getting in the pool because they want to get their hair messed up.
Okay, I'll take you one further here. I knew this other porn chick back in the day.
You know porno was like, I don't know no porn chicks.
Hey man, listen, I've interviewed a bunch of them, right? They used to be on my show all the time, right? She told me she had this client that his thing was that he wanted her to basically poop in his mouth.
In his mouth?
In his mouth. And like he would like call her and say, hey, you know, did you have a bowel movement today? Like, no, not today. Okay, hit me up tomorrow. Like just make sure you don't go to the bathroom before you meet up with me. And she would like kind of hold it sometimes for a couple of days until like he had time and they would meet up and like she said, like as soon as like the poop hit his mouth, he would come. Like boom, right there.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something crazy. This is a story you could probably look it up and everything, right? When I was a kid, like this probably like 88, I'm down North Philly. It was a guy that lived downtown in Philly, the white guy. Right? If you go to the bathroom in the pizza box, he give you $100. Right? Take it down there.
Wait, what?
Go to the bathroom. Like my homies was going to the bathroom in the pizza box. I was scared to do it. I was scared to go down there. But my homies always come back with $100. They like you go to the bathroom in the pizza box and take it to his house down to Center City, and you know give him the pizza box with the
why a pizza box of all things?
I don't know.
Why like a brown paper bag?
I guess he would act like he was delivering the pizza because he lived like in the high rise. If you Google it, like so they went in his crib. Because he's messing with like underage. He start doing that. They start messing with underage little boys.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
in his crib. But first, start off with just wanted some bathroom. Go to the bathroom in the pizza box, right? They went in his crib. The way he got caught, I think, is because they smelt it. His whole crib was filled up with like pizza boxes full of. You know what I mean? So people got.
You wouldn't even throw away the pizza box. You keep them around.
I guess that was his thing. I don't know. But it's crazy. I was like, damn, I want $100, but I can't do that. Like that's like, damn. But niggas like, yo, going down there on the train
They would travel for this.
Niggas the hood, $100 back in '88, and you ain't got no money.
They take the pizza box with them on the train, or they just.
I don't know. My whole thing was this.
Oh, you stick up the whole car pretty much.
I remember this back in the day. We had serial killers in North Philly. We had Gary Heineck. We had Marty Grant. Like it was like a different time. We actually had a serial killer right around my neighborhood. And I remember because he had a Rolls Royce.
Wait, you had a serial killer in a Rolls Royce?
His name is Gary Heineck. He's white. So when you see a white, first of all, he's white, so you come through.
What's his name again?
Gary Heineck.
Oh, Heineck, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Heineck.
He had a Rolls Royce, this guy?
He had a Rolls Royce, bro. Okay. He was rich. He locked the girls in the basement and fed them dog food. Here we go.
So he was a serial rapist who kidnapped, tortured, and raped 6 women, murdering 2 of them while holding them captive
in the basement.
Self-dug pit in his basement in Philly.
He had them like
between 86 and 87.
Yeah.
Sentenced to death. Lethal injection.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Bro, he used to ride through my neighborhood in the Rolls Royce.
Okay, so this guy became the inspiration for Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, the basement joint. I used to see him.
You saw this guy.
He used to ride through my neighborhood. Bro, if you're a kid, you see a Rolls Royce in North Philly. His crib was on 9th Street. I'm living on 12th Street. He's like on Marshall Street. He was like Darien Street or something like that. I mean, but then we had another serial killer, a black guy that was across Broad Street, I think on 20-something Street, named Marty Graham. So North Philly back in the day was like a different. Mind you, this nigga was taking black girls to his basement, feeding them dog food and feeding them each other. He was cooking them. He cooked one of the girls and was feeding them to the other girls.
Damn.
This shit was crazy. This shit was like,
it was like a Jeffrey Dahmer, pretty much.
Yeah, mind you, he went to jail. I don't know. I don't know if he got the death penalty. He killed him in jail. I don't know.
Lethal injection. He got killed in jail. Yeah, I mean, he got executed.
Yeah, so
as he should. But you don't want that guy out.
Bro, ride through North Philly in a Rolls Royce in the 80s is like, you're gonna be remembered, and you white. So like, please, like, who the fuck is that? Then they said he had dollar bills, like all his wallpaper was like dollar bills. For whatever he had some type of stock that made a lot of money. So he was tricking. And then one of the girls that he killed, I think she was like retarded or something, like had IQ was low. Cooker. They say he had pots of food with them boiling on it. I mean, like crazy shit like that.
Well, I mean, out of Philly, you had the Philly Black Mafia.
Black Mafia. That
went into Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's house. Where what's the name of the guy that they were trying to kill?
Hanifa's it's called Hanifa Murders or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he wasn't there, but his kids,
they were like
his
different sects of Muslims.
Women were there.
I mean, they disrespecting Elijah Muhammad. Yeah. I mean, we read the book. The book tell you about a lot of stuff that happened in Philly back in like the late 60s, the early 70s. I mean, about how that whole black, because Junior Black, JBM came after that.
Oh, so there's the Black Mafia and the Junior Black Mafia.
Yeah.
Was that where Biggie's
No. He just took the name.
They took the name.
It had nothing to do with it. JBM was like Philly thing, like a Philly thing back in the 80s.
Huh.
I was a kid, you know what I mean? But you know, it's like a known thing in Philly. They tried to make the state property movie like kind of based off the JBM. But JBM was one thing. The Black Mob is way more vicious than JBM. I never even knew about the Black Mob until I read the book.
Yeah, I mean you're killing babies.
But it was killing everybody.
Babies.
But it was killing everybody. That was it.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's one thing to kill an adult, and it's another thing to kill a baby.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about this before. Like, didn't they like drown one of the babies in a sink and stuff like that? And I guess because they didn't want, this guy's children to pass on his ideas or something like that.
I think the old heads back in the day was way more vicious than now. But the only thing they kill us was calculated. It wasn't like just a random shooting up everything and everybody died. They was like, they coming for you, they gonna come for you. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it wasn't really no telling back then. You know what I mean? We read the book, people that was telling, they got people dead, because the book got pictures in it. You see a guy dead in a cell in Graterford, or crushed him, beat him up, So like a different, because once you come to the penitentiary, it wasn't really the Muslim inmates ran the prisons. So if you want to be telling, you can't. You go to jail, then you done. So it was different than how it is now. But I think back then it was more structured because people always ran their neighborhoods. So you got a person that run the neighborhoods, you can't just be running around doing anything. So if this guy run this neighborhood, they could talk to each other and get shit squashed, or they could get shit, Now it's just like none of that at all. It's like zero. Young boys just out here doing whatever. There's no strategies, no talking. And back then, one thing about the 70s, they was in politics. They cared about politics. They cared about, they was more like structured. We have none of that at all now. Zero. None.
I mean, do you have like major gangs in Philly?
No.
So that just doesn't exist?
No. Back in the 70s, they had like the gang war in the neighborhoods and all that, but like.
So it's just like a small crew now?
It's like where you from. Yeah. It's basically like where you from.
Okay. It's like a block.
Yeah, like if you're from north, or you from like south, or you from a certain street, from certain, Huh. It's like, especially when you go to the penitentiary. It ain't like Bloods, Crips, and it's probably some little young boys that's doing that.
Okay, so Philly doesn't have Crips and Bloods like that?
No, not like that. Yeah. No, they probably got some little rank, but no, we ain't known for none of that. Like, we known for just like neighborhoods.
Let me ask you a question, because one of my members actually brought this up. I thought it was a pretty good question. What do you think would have happened if Meek had won the Drake beef?
He'd be bigger than he ever was. He'd be real major big. He'd be like probably one of the biggest rappers. But
it could have happened.
I think he could have. If he would have.
I almost feel like he gave up a little bit. After Back to Back came out, I think it was such a big song that he sort of just was like.
Because the diss he did to Drake, he better than that. I don't know what made him do that, John. I guess people around him telling him he was good or whatever, but like he way better than that. But one thing I can say about him, much as that, he get on my fucking nerve and I be want to slay him, right? He resilient. You feel me? So like he go through some crazy shit that like you would think it'd be over for most people, and he'll come like that Diddy shit. Like for most people, that's over. But his popularity in Philly went down a lot.
Did it?
Yeah. Remember when he was locked up? When he was out there chanting for him, had the fucking posters and all that shit. And I think it's just about the stuff he say, his remarks.
Well, I mean, he's no longer on a major label.
Why do they got nothing to do with that?
Now, I mean, the labels will push the songs.
You know, I'm talking about like far as popular opinion.
Right, but popular has to do with the popularity of your music. Like if you have big songs, you'll become a popular person.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? So if you got these songs that aren't really being pushed, you're just throwing them out there and hoping for the best. You're not putting, look, at the end of the day, you can say what you want about the labels, but labels have consistently known how to take a song and push it into a number one hit.
Because they got a structured thing that they do. They
got a structure, they got people, they got program directors in their pocket, they got Spotify in their pocket, they know how to get stuff to the top. There's bots, and that's the thing that, like, for example, Drake is suing over.
Yeah.
The whole Universal thing.
I think Drake right about what he's suing over, because obviously they made it like he's about to win.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say because what he's accusing, Universal for doing for Kendrick, they've been doing for him for years. So I think that if he really uncovers it all, they'll see that he had the same benefits as them.
Yeah, but at the same time, nobody never tried to sue for what he did.
No, you're right, because no one really had the money to go up against Universal.
You talk about some major money when you talk about the stuff that he's talking about.
Well, listen, he's probably going to send, he'll spend $20 million on this lawsuit.
Yeah. And
he could do it. He could make that up in a few shows.
But he could win something crazy.
He could win something crazy, or a lot of times they settle because a lot of times these companies don't want, depositions and discovery and stuff like that, because during the course of these lawsuits, you have to basically uncover everything.
Yeah.
You have to show personal emails, well, not personal emails, but, company emails. Yeah. You have to pretend, you can subpoena people's cell phones. You can go into documents. You can go into financials, everything.
But look crazy to sue anybody when you're rapping.
What do you mean?
Like, just be a rapper and like, say, man, you bad when I'm rapping and I sue you.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, after you lose.
That's like,
Yeah, I lost, I'm gonna sue you now.
Yeah, so even if you write about your lawsuit, it just look crazy because you suing somebody and you like, I mean, no matter what, even how I feel about Kendrick Lamar, I like Drake better than Kendrick Lamar personally, right? Mm-hmm. But you lost.
Yeah.
I even gotta admit it.
Yeah.
I don't think Kendrick better than Drake in rap, but I just think you lost. Because that song, they pushed that fucking song so much that even if you don't like it, you know the shit. You be singing in the air like.
Yeah, it's not like that song was a flop and Universal suddenly ran a bunch of bots and made it popular. Like, that song was hitting as soon as it dropped. Like, everyone went crazy over it.
I think it was hitting because it dropped, because first of all, it's L.A.
Yeah, but there was other songs leading up to it. That song connected the way, there was like 5 other diss records.
But Drake had some hot ass diss records, but it just wasn't pushed.
He did too, but it wasn't like Not Like Us. And then, Not Like Us ended up in the Super Bowl, so, forget it.
Yeah, and that angle for that performance at the Super Bowl was real good. I'm not like a super Kendrick Lamar fan. Not because I don't like him. I think he's a hottest rapper and all that shit, right? But I mean, he rapped like an LA person. I'm from over here. Yeah. I like Jadakiss and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Like, what do you say, for example, like Drake to the stage in the UK, recently he did a bunch of shows.
London got the best lyricist.
Said London got the best lyricist in the world. I said, my response was, I said a Canadian rapper just said that UK rappers are better than American rappers.
I don't know why he would say that though.
Well, because he's probably mad at American rappers. Because none of the American rappers took a side when he was beefing with Kendrick.
But saying that is retarded. First of all, the UK rappers, they can rap, but they the way they pronounce words is not made for rap.
Yeah, I personally feel, I know people can get mad at me about this. I feel that although it's called rap, no matter where you go, if people are like talking as opposed to singing, I feel like UK rap is sort of its own thing.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't blend well. Like, I can't think of a single song that has a UK rapper, an American rapper, and it's actually like a classic song. I always feel like it's almost like a marketing ploy. Oh, we'll get some of his audience, we'll get some of his audience. That's cool.
Let's run UK rap. I don't know the name of the song, but like
Central C?
The white boy?
Yeah, light skin dude, yeah.
Yeah, I like that's it.
He's cool, but
it ain't the best. Like, it's not nowhere near the best.
I'm not checking for him like that. Yeah. I'm not checking like American rappers.
I like it. They got some lyrics. I think it's good because they rap from London.
Yeah.
That's what make it big. Like, oh shit, this coming out of London, this shit is crazy. But Farsi is the best. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. No, I like it for what it is, but almost like, it's like saying which reggae song is better than a hip hop song. Well, it's not better. It's its own thing. It's a different genre.
So basically, what Drake's saying is that people from London better than Jay-Z, better than Biggie, better than Tupac.
That's what I said. I said, name a UK rapper. I tweeted this. It's got like 2 or 3 million impressions. I said, name a UK rapper better than Kendrick Lamar. I'll wait. And of course, thousands of people replied, but
You can't make. You can't.
I didn't recognize anyone that I could say, okay, yeah, he's.
Bro, you didn't even have to say Kendrick Lamar. You could have said fucking Styles. You could have said it's fabulous.
Let me ask you a question. So, for example, Bobby Shmurda was here yesterday, and he said his favorite lyricist, period, Jadakiss.
That's my top 5.
You agree?
I mean, I don't think he's better than Jay-Z. Much as I don't fuck with Jay-Z.
Yeah, I like Jay-Z better.
Rapping wise, Hov not number 2 rapper after Biggie.
He actually said he liked Jadakiss better than Biggie.
He younger than me.
Yeah, that's true.
When Biggie was out, he was a kid. He was a kid. First grade. You know what I mean?
First grade. Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
yeah,
so
I'll take.
But you say Jadakiss, I can't argue with you. I mean,
Jadakiss is top tier.
You know why? Kiss was out. Kiss came out when I was like 15. He's slow.
Well, he's not really dropping music like that.
But he's slow though.
Yeah, he's got Kids the podcast.
But he still dropped music. I'm saying, but like he been out the whole time. No, like Jadakiss never took like a long break, not out. Remember, it was a time before Lil Wayne doing the features. Jadakiss was the feature.
Oh yeah.
Remember, like in the late '90s, early 2000s, Jadakiss was the feature that you had to go get. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I was living in Yonkers at the time, so I got to actually see that firsthand. I mean, so Kiss, this longevity alone, you got to give him some type of. Who in the UK could? How can you even say anything about the UK when you talk about people like Jadakiss and shit like that? Like, it's not even the same. First of all, people in the UK, did they even rap then? I don't even know they rapped in the 90s.
They had rap in the UK for a while. So you had groups.
I mean, we never heard them.
Yeah, Rodney P and stuff like that.
But, if you ask if regular, mind you, I'm a hip hop. I never knew nobody from the UK. I didn't know nobody.
Yeah, because it never crossed over into America. It never got on the American charts. Like Dizzy Rascal's like a legendary.
You know how UK rap? The TV shows on Netflix. Like, what's that song? Top Boy. And
Top Boy, yeah.
Shit like that. Like, make you, understand what because they say different words.
Yeah, different slang. And I like that, though. For example, like the one thing I've always been annoyed about is like you got someone like an Iggy Azalea, right? Who, she can rap, but when you hear her talk, she talks in an Australian accent. But when she raps in a Southern American accent. And I always thought that was weird.
It's crazy because most people, I don't know her songs. I just know she messed with the boy from the Lakers. And she had like a fat ass to be a white girl.
Swaggy P. Yeah, she got like BBL.
Yeah, she had BBL. Yeah.
Well, she got a baby with Playboy Cardi.
They did it right though.
What do you mean?
The BBL got done right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What you think about BBLs?
I like them. I like BBLs. I used to be anti-BBL, but now
why was you anti-BBL?
Just because, like, I think I experienced the early BBLs. They're like really hard, like the rock hard BBLs. It always kind of tripped me off. But these new BBLs is something different,
basically
man.
What you're saying is you jumped on BBLs too soon.
That's what happened. Yeah,
you too early on the BBL.
Too early on the BBL. Yeah, exactly.
Had to back up off a little bit.
Exactly. I had to back up and give it some time for technology to catch up. These new BBLs are not bad.
The new BBL technology, it's not even a BBL, it's just a girl with a fat ass. It's not a BBL.
No, listen, there's girls with BBLs that like, they really don't feel different than real asses. I'll take a nice BBL over a flat ass any day of the week. Any day of the week.
Hey, guess what? Listen, let me tell you who don't like BBLs.
Who?
Girls that don't have a BBL. Listen, a fat ass make a difference in a girl's life.
Oh yeah, transform someone's.
I don't care what they say.
I've seen girls' lives completely transform.
Listen, this is the reality of it. You could be ugly. A fat ass make you not ugly no more.
Listen, I know a girl, right, who had this bummy ass boyfriend, right? Slept on her couch.
All right, okay.
Played video games all day, didn't do shit. She finally got him out the house, and she got a BBL, and I remember she was telling me how she was like, yeah, after I got my body done, I wasn't just gonna let like anyone just fuck up on me. Like I was gonna pick. I
paid this bread for this body.
You know what I mean? Like I was gonna get with a certain type of guy, and that's what she ended up doing. You see what I'm saying? Because she's like, yeah, I'm not just gonna get no regular dude like last time and just let him fuck on my BBL. Like, nah, I'm gonna get like a.
You know why BBLs do so much to men? I'm gonna tell you why. When you say with your girl, you're arguing. All right, she's like, but you can get out. Whatever, you can get out. What's the last thing you see?
Her ass.
That ass. listen. If it's flat, she might can keep going. Like you can just go. If it's fat, you might apologize before she get to the door. Like, hold up, babe. Listen. We need to talk.
Let's work it out. Let's work it out.
We need to talk about this. Yeah. So I just think like, but why we don't have nothing we can get to make enhance us. We just gotta get money.
Yeah,
that's it. So they got the fat asses. We get the money.
Money, hair. Just get the hair done.
Hair, yeah.
I mean,
bro, I would never do a surgery to get hair.
Nah.
Because it might fuck up. Can you imagine having a fucked up, trying to get hair and it's fucked up and you fuck your head up?
I mean, Akon got his hair done. He didn't like it, so now he just goes bald again.
See, yeah.
You can always go back to bald.
Yeah,
bald is always there for you.
But don't they do like a surgery or some shit?
Well, there's two kinds, right? There's one where they cut a line and they take all the hairs off that line, and then that leaves a little bit of a scar. So, for example, Adam 22, his first hair transplant was that. And it kind of was it's almost like an open wound in the back and takes a while and it leaves a little bit of a line. But most people get it where they just take hairs from like just different parts of the back of your head. Because the hairs in the back of your head are like there forever usually. Yeah. You know, usually when you see dudes, you don't see dudes that are totally, they usually like have the hair in the back.
Yeah. Nobody lose all their hair.
Yeah, it's usually in the back. Like I heard that those hairs will keep growing even after you're dead for a while. You know what I'm saying? That's how strong those hair. It's just male pattern baldness, right? So they take it from all, like, you know, they go in the back and they take it from all different parts, so you can't really tell, and they just put it.
But you ever see the joint in India when they be going there doing it and they be fucking up? It be it's some botch. You think a BBL get botched? That shit get botched. This shit be looking crazy, like it be fucked up bad. So I mean, but plus I think if you've been bald for a long time, you won't look right with hair no more.
Yeah, I mean, look, girls go to DR and end up dying doing BBLs. You know, so you see this all the time. And it happens. I mean, BBL is really one of the most dangerous surgeries you can do, even in America. I mean, what's his name? DC Young Fly. His kid's mother died from a surgeon in Miami, I think. Because, like, what you do is it's just a very dangerous operation overall. You know, that even if you have a doctor that knows what they're doing, I guess the chances of blood clots and stuff like that are just very high. So you want to go to the best doctor.
That's how you know. That's how you know it's life altering, for you to risk your life to get it.
Risk your life.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah, but dudes risk their life over women constantly.
I'm saying, but
constantly.
But you got to make it. I'm gonna give you 20,000 that might kill me for this fat ass. I mean, for my thing is to do it, because for us is good. We don't have to do the risk. We just get the benefits of it.
You could say that, but Diddy broke into Kid Cudi's house over Cassie.
That's the part I understand, bro.
Like, think about it. You don't know who's in that house. Someone could have been there with a gun and could have blown his head off and been totally justified. Like, oh shit, I just killed Diddy. Well, he broke into my house. So, you know
what I understand about that though? Why are you mad if she over here fucking Kid Cudi if you calling niggas to fuck her anyway?
Well, because it's one thing, I guess, for him when they're fucking her in front of him as opposed to her sneaking around.
Oh, yeah.
And they're also, like, that's more of a relationship. That's not just sex. Like, she's actually was spending time. That was like her boyfriend at the time. Listen, the whole thing is weird to me. I'm not justifying. I'm just saying that's what I think is happening.
But that's how I look at it. If you let somebody fucking the girl, you don't love her. If you got niggas pee in your girl mouth, you don't love her. If you beating her up and all that, you don't love her. Unless you just don't know what love is. And I'm not even an expert on love at all, right?
Yeah.
But I do know if I love you, I don't want nobody peeing in your mouth. If I love you, I don't want to be beating you up on camera. If I love you, I mean, I'm going to love you. I got enough money to love you right.
Yeah.
And if I want you to have sex with these men, I'm not going to be beating you up on top of that. I'm going to beat you up and make you have sex with men. And that's why God humbled him. I think God humbled him. God said, you know what? Because you know they said, what's it? Absolute power, absolute corrupts.
Yeah.
You got too much power. Nobody's telling you nothing. God had to put some checks and bounds on him. I think Diddy gonna come back from this. I think he's gonna always have that stigma of, you know, but people don't care about that shit like that.
No, I think people feel that, especially with the verdict, that Diddy was somewhat bullied by the government.
It was.
Because look, the prosecutor got fired. You heard about that?
Yeah.
The head prosecutor, James Comey's daughter, got fired, which I think sends a message to the judge to not give him a whole bunch of time.
You know what sent me a message? After they got found out guilty and they was throwing baby oil on each other outside the court.
Yeah, outside, yeah.
I said, oh yeah, they don't care. Like it's a game. It's like it's a joke. Like this, because you gotta remember, this society now is they forget fast.
Well, see, but here's the thing, right? When he first got arrested, and all the rumors start circulating, and the Jaguar writes the world, they're like, oh, he had 10-year-old girls that I was saving, blah blah. Everyone sat there, watched the trial, going, okay, where are the real sex slaves? Where are the girls locked up? Where are all the underage girls? Because you're hearing about all these lawsuits. Where are all the girls that he's drugging and raping and all this kind of stuff? And it all comes out and you're like, that's it?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of grown women having threesomes that they want to do. They're picking out the men. They're picking out the men. Every escort that I interviewed said that Cassie picked them out.
And she paid him.
I want that guy. The dude, Don the dealer, had green eyes, you know what I'm saying, was tall, well-built. Cassie was like, I want that guy to fuck me. So he showed up and fucked her. You know what I'm saying?
I think the trial made her look more like a bad guy at the end.
I think so. I said Cassie's the villain in all this.
Yeah.
I said Cassie's the villain. And I'll say it again.
She played the victim real good.
But no one bought it at the end. You're 30 million. She got 30 million, and you see like women on the internet. That's not enough. She should have gotten more. More than 30 million? How much more do you want? That's multi-generational wealth. Her grandkids won't work.
Yeah.
You put that in an S&P 500, you never even have to spend that 30 million. You'll get at 5%, at a 5% interest rate. That's what? Hold on. I got to do the math because I don't want to fuck this up. Hold on. 30 million, 123, times 0.05. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 1.5 million a year just in a 5% interest account, which you can get with an Apple Card. If she threw that 30 million on an Apple Card, she would get 1.5 million a year without spending the 30 million. Every year.
Yeah, that's like
every year.
That's like 30,000 a week.
Yes. Yes. Free. And because it was a personal, like I know how this works. Like if you get a settlement, you know, or a verdict that's based on personal injury, it's tax free.
So she ain't got to pay no taxes.
No taxes. No taxes.
That's why I don't understand why she don't understand. Because obviously it sounds like you love Puff. It sounds like you love Puff.
See, and that's why I think she's just a miserable fucking person. Because, you know, the 48 laws of power, when you win, you stop. She's won. And she still has to send a letter to the judge, don't let him out. I'm so scared of my life.
I don't think
you
it's
got
her.
30 million, hire security.
But I don't think it's her. I think it's her husband.
Still her.
It's her, but she getting influenced. She getting influenced. I think she just like she need a lead. She like how Puff can make her do all this shit. I think she's a freaky girl. But I think if Puff was normal, she probably would have kept the freaky down to a low minimum. But I just don't like the fact that a person like Puff that has so much of a big empire risk losing it for sex. You know what I mean? Because
men lose empires over sex since the dawn of Helena Troy.
But
goes back thousands of years.
I'm talking about recent times. I don't really know.
Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby. Shall I keep going?
I'm talking about
you know, even my man Russell Simmons had to go to Bali and say, "Man, I'm cool."
But he's smart though. You know, Russell Simmons.
He's smart, but look, he had an empire that he said, "All right,
he still got
cool."
it.
He still got it, but he had to flee the country. Well, he didn't have to flee the country. He decided to go to another country. But you know, there's a documentary coming out about him, and he said, "No, I'm cool. I'm not."
But at least he went to another country.
You're not gonna R. Kelly. Shall I keep going? Yes, in modern times, it happens constantly.
Do you think R. Kelly should be in jail for that much time? No.
I mean, it's hard because it's underage. It's underage girls, and I think that they're kind of sending a message out that you
30 years though.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about murder numbers.
That's what I'm talking about, 30 years.
You're talking about murder numbers.
Oh, Chapo got like 35 to 70, 35 years. Like
I think it's a little extreme for what he got. I also don't know all the exact details.
But my thing is this, once I pay you, do I still gotta go to jail?
What do you mean?
Like, didn't he pay the young people, like, all right, go pay your family?
He'd been paying. In fact, that first girl that he peed on once again, remember like the original R. Kelly trial? She filed for bankruptcy when he got locked up. Meaning that she had been getting paid by him decade after decade.
And I seen his ex-wife, like, was like, I mean, but she still kept his last name.
Drea Kelly.
My thing is,
she was a backup dancer for him.
Huh?
She was a backup dancer.
Yeah, I'm saying, but once I do all these things so you don't like me so much, you hate me, why you keep my last name?
I feel you.
It's all to get money.
Shit, but Tina Turner did it.
Tina Turner?
Yeah.
But Tina Turner, at least she got skills.
Right.
So she don't got to do it.
Ike Turner and then Tina Turner.
Yeah, but Tina Turner, because she could have changed the name, she still would have been still big. I mean, because she got skill.
I mean, she kind of got bigger solo later on.
She married somebody that's rich too, so she could have just, I don't know why she kept the name, but I guess she's like, I don't know.
That's what she, I mean, according to the movie, that's the only thing she wanted out of the divorce. She just wanted her last name.
But that ain't even your last name.
I know. His last name. Ike Turner's last name. Ike was a piece of work though, man, because I remember I interviewed this woman who was like an Ikette. She was one of the backup singers. And I remember I played a clip for her, one of his interviews. And it was just talking about how Ike was like, yeah, you know, I hit her, but no more than the average guy hits his wife.
Bro, when you see old cowboy movies from black and white, they always smack their girls.
Yeah.
Like they all like. You ever see with the boy Sean Connery? They asked him about smacking a girl.
Yeah. He said, yeah, I hit her.
Like, yeah, the fuck.
I'll do it again.
So it was a different time and era. You can't do that now. Everything not politically correct. You can't.
Listen, man.
Before you went in the movie,
couples beat each other up every day. It's not justified. It's not cool. You know, I would almost say that more women these days are probably more physically abusive to men than the other way around.
But if you let a girl physically abuse you, you need to get abused.
What do you mean?
If you let a girl abuse you, you need to be abused as a man. If you let the girl abuse you, you need to abuse him, baby. Go ahead. If you if a man let a girl abuse him physically, he need to be abused. That's how I look at it.
Look, I had Roger Bonds on my show, right? Remember after the whole Chris Brown and Rihanna situation? Yeah. Then you saw Chris and Rihanna at Diddy's house in Miami. Remember, they're like jet skiing and stuff like that. So Diddy wasn't there, but Roger was there. So Diddy sent Roger to go watch the house while they were over there for like a week or whatever. And he told me on camera how him and Chris would hang out and they'd be talking. And Chris was like, yo, man, like people think Rihanna's this little angel or whatever. Like she's mean. Like she's punched me in the face multiple times. And that one night, you know, when she looked over and saw like a girl had texted me, Rihanna just went crazy and just started punching whatever, and he snapped.
He said somebody had texted him. He didn't tell me who texted him, but he said she had grabbed the phone and she seen the text and she hit him upside the head. You know what I'm saying? He said when she hit him upside the head, he said, yo, Bonds, I'm not gonna lie. He said, I just spazzed out. He said, I blanked. He said, I blanked. He said, I blanked out. He said, I'm sorry, man. He said, but I blanked out. He said, Shorty, we was sitting right at the pool. He said, Shorty is mean, yo. You don't know how mean she is.
I'm not saying he's right, but it's like if a girl, have you ever been around Rihanna?
No.
She's like 5'10". She's big. She's not skinny, like dainty. Like she's, you know, she has some stockiness to her. Getting punched in the face by Rihanna as hard as she could is gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. And all I'm saying is getting punched in the face by a girl hitting you as hard as you can, at some point there's gonna be an instinct where you just like defend yourself and hit the person back.
I just don't understand the point.
But you're the bad guy because you fought back? Like you're supposed to just get like the shit beat out of you by this girl who's almost the same size as you?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is this. I don't understand. Like, my thing is this: if a girl hitting you, right, we could just stop her from hitting you. You just stop her from hitting you.
But then you'll be the bad guy as well.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean,
you know, if you grab her hands and stop her, like, oh, you're the bad guy again, like, you know.
But then you just quit her, like, I mean, like you hit. Like,
you're right, man. But you know, a lot of times it's not that easy. You got kids with her. Y'all got a house together.
So I can't imagine a girl just coming to the house and just hitting me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting abused. Like that shit is crazy to me. I just don't. My brain don't function.
It doesn't start that way, but I've dealt with abusive women.
Somebody abused you,
yeah.
So you triggered.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going through something right now. No, I've had abusive women, man. Like it's not.
So like Vlad, if you do another fucking interview when I'm trying to call you, you fucking don't answer the phone. I respect this. What were they doing to you, bro? Like,
I've had women hit me.
Do you ever have a girl mug you?
What's that?
Did she mug you like in your face and just push you like this?
No, but I've had a woman like slap me in the face as hard as she could.
What you do though? Did you in shock, not knowing what to do?
Yeah.
See, I think if a girl smack a guy in their face, it's almost like a reflex to smack her back.
Yeah, I didn't hit her back.
Probably think about that money you got.
Yeah, man. You got abusive women out there, bro. There's nothing cool about it. And there's women who.
So you really believe there's a lot of men that get abused by women?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Because they know that they can't do anything back. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is that you got women who grew up in traumatic households where they saw their mom getting abused, their dad abusing, you know, the mom hitting the dad, and they grew up in this violent household. The mom would beat on them. And, you know, these women who, you know, I mean, like one girl in particular, like she grew up in a very abusive situation. You know, I'm saying mom on drugs and so forth. And it's just like, this is almost like it was normal to her. You know what I mean? And it was just like, it wasn't normal to me. I didn't grow up in an abusive household. I've never seen my dad hit my mom ever in life. Ever in life. I don't think it ever happened. You know, they wouldn't even really fight that much. They got into a few arguments here and there, but I didn't grow up in a crazy toxic household. So then I had this person who did, you know, multiple people I had, you know, over the years that just grew up in this crazy lifestyle that, you know, and they don't want to do therapy. They don't want to deal with anger issues. They don't want to they think you're the problem. And, you know, before you know it, you're in a fucked up situation.
You talking about like Johnny Depp girlfriend?
Yeah, like that. Like that. You got to see it play out.
Yeah, I see
in the courtroom.
I watched that trial.
Yeah. Where she claims all this stuff, and you saw that really she was the one punching him in the face, calling him old, and, you know, taking a shit on his bed.
Yeah, I seen that. Like,
all this weird shit. And you know something? The public got it. The public got it.
Well, you know what, too, though? People love Johnny Depp, too, so, like, they gave him benefit of the doubt.
And this is another example of people who win and keep going. Like, when they got divorced, he gave her, like, a big-ass check. That wasn't good enough for her. She had to write a whole article in the New York Times talking about how abusive he was and how he hit her and all this type of stuff. And he said, okay, that's enough.
At first, they was going along with her.
Yeah. Everyone thought, you know, and he lost a major, like, I think he lost, like, Pirates of the Caribbean over that.
But I think a man talking about being abused, nobody's really going to give a fuck, bro.
Look, you see, like, I don't know if you follow the whole DDG, Holly Bailey situation, where it was like they got into some sort of scuffle and she filed a restraining order on him. And then, like, he started, like, you know, hitting back, not actually hitting back, but, like, responding, and was like, look at these text messages. She's like, yo, I got a knife, you know, and all this crazy shit, and like, yo, like, I'm going to kill you and kill myself and blah, blah. And it's just like, you deal with a crazy person. Now, she's like a Disney princess. She's a little mermaid. You can't do that. You know, like, if I was her, I would have kept all this under wraps. All of it. If you got a crazy toxic situation, you think she's going to be another Little Mermaid or Disney movie? No, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's it. The whole image of her is a wrap. That's what I think. Now, you know how Disney is.
Disney can't do with Disney.
No, look at what's his name, Jonathan Majors. You saw him running away from that white girl. He was running away from her. He got dropped.
He got dropped by a lot of shit.
Yeah. Let me tell you, there's a movie that came out, I don't know, maybe about a few months ago called Magazine Dreams.
I see him on the front. Like,
he plays like an amateur bodybuilder.
Yeah.
When I saw him at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards, I'm like, yo, man, Oscar-worthy performance. I said, Oscar-worthy. I was dead serious. I was like, yo, that was an Oscar-worthy performance. And the problem is because of all that backlash, no one even knows about that movie. It wasn't marketed. It wasn't pushed. It was, I'm going to have to say, probably the best movie of the year that I've seen. It was that good because he plays a character that's kind of slightly retarded. You know what I mean?
I see the thumbnail for it when he had like the shirt off.
No, I mean he was ripped for the role, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the role he was playing was sort of like a wannabe bodybuilder. Like he's someone that's trying to get in the pros, but he's still like still amateur and not, you know, he's winning like 6th place and stuff like that. Like
it's hard shit,
but it's a deep story and he plays it so well, such a great script, incredible performance. Nobody even knows about it. Most of my friends who I talk to, they're like, oh, I may have heard about it. Like, you've never seen it?
No, I just seen it.
But it was that good.
Yeah, I seen it.
So, you know.
And I didn't see it because I ain't heard nobody talk about it. So I'm like, maybe this shit ain't like.
It's that, between our next interview, go watch it. And come back and tell me what you think. It's that good. It's Oscar worthy.
He was popping too. He had the show on HBO. He had movies dropping left and right. Like,
he was a Marvel villain.
Yeah, he
doesn't get much bigger than that. He was Kang the Conqueror. It doesn't get much bigger than that.
But it's like, even after they found out that he was innocent, they still like nothing. It's like, it's just
those... Yeah, but I think some stuff came out that made him go, But you know, what's interesting is that there was like this Marvel director, I think, that spoke about it. And what they said was that even before all that happened, they were already looking to move away from Kang the Conqueror to Dr. Doom. Because they were basically feeling like the audience wasn't totally like buying this villain. You know what I mean?
That's how he was with the boy, when Rock played the boy, Black Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that shit ain't.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Ant-Man ended up beating Kang the Conqueror. Like, you know, Ant-Man.
That superhero shit genre is getting money.
A lot of money. Well, you know, we were talking about Jadakiss, because he's got a show with Fat Joe.
Yeah.
What do you think about some of Fat Joe's stories?
I think he'd be lying.
Fat Joe said, when he was a kid, he robbed a whole gym, 70 kids in a school gym without a weapon. He said some of the kids that he robbed even helped him carry the stolen items because he had so much stuff.
He said some shit one time. He said he stopped somebody from getting raped when he was 9 years old. Like he said, came out. I'm like, he be saying some outrageous shit that was like,
right.
But he said so confident, like, but it was like, you can't be 9 stopping somebody from getting. It's just like he says some shit that's just like incredibly. It can't be true.
He said he drinks 40 Diet Cokes a day.
Why not just drink a regular Coke? If you're drinking 40 of them,
well, I guess it's there's no calories in Diet Coke.
But I'm pretty sure you drink 40 of them. It's got to be something,
in there.
Yeah.
Listen, I remember. I think it was during our interview. He said that him and Biggie had a joint album that never came out. And I remember I talked to a bunch of people around Biggie. All of them said that never.
So he's a habitual liar thing. I mean, when I heard about this stuff,
I don't know. I almost think he's a habitual troller.
But what about that show where they got? What's that podcast when they got the blue couch? Like a blue couch they be interviewing.
Joe and Jada?
No, it's like it's a podcast. They got a blue couch on, right?
Okay.
And anyway, they had the lawyer from Big Pun, wife lawyer on there.
Okay.
About the settlement, saying how Fat Joe was lying about, you know what I mean, the stuff for Big Pun, for as far as Big Pun wife, and how he won money for her and all that stuff, and like how, you know what I mean, this, that, and the third. You know, because from my era, from me knowing Fat Joe from just a fan type thing, you know, he's a made man for a long time. He's been out for a long time. So you always getting the benefit of the doubt, the stuff he be saying. But I think the stories is like, you know, most people that hear the stories he be saying like, come on, Joe. But I just think it's entertainment. I don't know if he really mean him for you to believe him.
I mean, we're all talking about it.
Yeah,
it's working. I mean, it's one of the look. But let's just keep it 100. Like, I know people that Fat Joe's crew would beat up. I personally know them. Like I remember, who was it? Pete Cutter. Because I remember this was like maybe 2004. Vibe magazine had this big photo shoot with like all the major mixtape DJs, right? And I was one of those DJs during that time. I'm in that photo shoot, right? And during that time, there was this DJ named Pete Cutter, and he had this mixtape series called Street Wars.
I remember.
Remember that?
Street Wars, yeah.
And on one of those mixtapes, they put like a Cuban Link song where he was dissing Fat Joe and Terror Squad.
Yeah.
Some of Fat Joe's people showed up and beat the shit out of this dude in front of everybody. My man Green Lantern actually was there.
I remember Green Lantern.
He gave me a play-by-play.
Green Lantern was the first DJ we got like on the mixtape when we got to New York. We got signed and shit. Green Lantern back in the day.
I did my biggest mixtape with him, the Tupac Rap Phenomenon mixtape, him and Dirty Harry. Yeah, no, he told me, he was like, yeah, these dudes came in and just beat the shit out of him. Like,
Fat Joe. I remember Fat Joe Ho was going through some shit like some shit for a while.
Yeah, I mean, look, Who Kid got kidnapped by Big Pun at one point. I mean, that was all Terror Squad.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? They I guess they had booked him for a show. They pulled up in a van and pulled him in the van. I guess like had guns in the van and stuff like that.
That's why when 50 Cent came out with that song about robbing everybody, it took a lot of balls to do that shit. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Remember that song came out, that shit was like buzzing bad.
Oh yeah, Jay-Z responded.
Yeah. I'm about $1.
What the fuck is 50 Cent?
So I know you talking about that Nas and Jim Jones shit.
We can talk about that. We can talk about it. Jim Jones said has a bigger catalog than Nas.
I mean, I don't really know how many songs each one of them got, but I just know like
they put it side by side. It's really not that close.
Nas got a lot.
I mean, really, it's like Ballin' is the one big song, but Nas has.
But I think you gotta understand. I'm like, if you my man, I'm more biased. I'm biased to Jim Jones because I know him. I'm some guy.
Oh, that's your friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I know Nas is Nas. Nas is Nas. There's nothing undeniable about Nas. Like, so they basically was saying like, was though like, who more relevant right now, right? Far as right this second, a lot of young kids were saying Jim Jones is right now. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I gotta agree with that.
I mean, both of them are legacy artists.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but right today, you see Jim Jones for his music wise.
Okay, well, there's an easy way to figure this out. Okay, all you have to do is monthly Spotify listeners. Okay,
I don't think he got more Spotify listeners.
Nas has almost 10 million monthly Spotify listeners. Jim Jones has 800,000. Talk about 12 times.
We gotta remember, Nas been out. Nas is the bigger artist because he been out. I mean, he been a top tier. I'm talking about right this second today. So I don't think the argument is about who bigger all the period. I think it's saying like who right now. If you ask a young kid that's 25, who they like, they probably most likely will say Jim Jones over Nas. Now if you ask somebody my age, they're gonna say Nas. You know what I mean? For sure. I mean, Nas went at it with Jay-Z, so like Nas is like an upper echelon rapper. I mean, but I think Jim Jones smart for even making this a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, look, last I checked, Jim doesn't like me. He's mad at I'm not quite sure what. Last I heard it was over because I remember me and French Montana were doing some interviews like at the beginning of that TV.
What happened to French Montana with all this Puff Daddy shit?
What do you mean?
I never heard him say nothing. I ain't see him. No, he just like was not nowhere.
Well, he was signed a Bad Boy.
I'm saying, but when all this,
and him and Diddy have a friendship.
I'm saying, but I ain't see his friendship when this Diddy trial. I ain't see French Montana nowhere.
You didn't see anyone talk about Diddy. All his friends. How many? Like Diddy has hundreds of friends. No one said anything.
He thought he had
not a single person.
He thought he had hundreds of friends.
I mean,
Kanye West said something.
Kanye said something, but he was kind of tied into that thing a little bit because some of the freak off stuff, I think Jane Doe was having freak offs with Kanye and Bianca also. So Kanye actually showed up to the trial to see if they were going to talk about him. That's what I think. But, Stevie J, me and him have always been cool. He had nice things to say about Puffy. Few people I saw that I knew were around Diddy, but not that many.
But it's cool. When you go through things, you really know who rocking with you,
Yeah.
You really know who rocking with you. That's all. This is, it's just another assassination on an urban legend, urban stars got to go through it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he stood by his side.
But Mike wasn't really listening to him.
Yeah, because Stevie is sort of like he's not really all that in the media these days anymore. Yeah, he's no longer on a TV show and so forth. I mean, he's still doing his thing. That's my man.
Kanye West been kind of quiet lately, though.
Well,
as far as Kanye West concerned.
Here's the thing, right? Kanye, and I know some of the people around him, it's like Kanye can no longer do a lot of things he could do before.
Like what?
He can't tour in Europe. He can't tour in America. He has to go to like China, South Korea, like Brazil. There's only a few places in the world that'll book him. He can't even go into Australia. Like Australia said that the Hail Hitler song got him banned to even enter the country, even though his wife is Australian. He wasn't even trying to perform. They wouldn't even let him in the country. Listen, you start doing songs like Hail Hitler, you become a symbol of hatred to the world.
That's like one of the worst people you could ever try.
I interviewed the dude that wrote that song, Dave Bluntz.
Kanye West didn't write this song.
Nah, well, he performed it though. I mean, it's still his song. But yeah, no, Dave Bluntz wrote it. He also wrote the cousin song, the one about giving his cousin head. And I asked him, I'm like,
so who's this guy? Who's this guy that wrote the songs? Is he
Dave Bluntz? He's like the 600-pound rapper.
He black?
Yeah.
He just wrote a High Hitler song, and he said, "I think that's a good idea."
Well, Kanye called him up and said that he likes what he was doing. And this guy's kind of an underground artist at the time. And he's like, hey, I want you to write, I like what you're doing. I want you to write my next album.
He wrote a couple songs. He wrote
most of this. The album originally was called Cuck.
I mean, you said, yeah, that shit is crazy.
But now I think it's like called something else. So Hail Hitler got renamed to Hallelujah. They kind of like tweaked it a little bit.
My thing is, why would you want to give Hitler props when he don't like black people either?
That's what I'm saying too. But I think from Dave Blunt's point of view, it's like he had to put himself in the role of Kanye. And
so he probably don't give a fuck.
Listen, man, this was an opportunity of a lifetime.
He's not getting no backlash. I'll write a fucking High Hitler song for Kanye West if he asks me to. Yeah. But one thing I won't do is be on that bitch performing it with him though.
Right. Well, listen, I remember Academics, our last interview, he said, would you interview Kanye? I said, yeah. He goes, what if he was wearing a Hitler chain? I said, a Nazi chain. I said, sure. He said, what if he asked you to wear it? I said, no, I wouldn't do that.
Ask you to wear it?
That's where I would draw the line.
He's not going to ask you.
Right, but I'm saying, he put that dude top 5, who got stabbed in the neck recently. Kanye put it around his neck, and he was rocking it.
With the
swastika, yeah. And who put on top 5? Drake, who's Jewish. That's the dude that paid for him to get out of a murder case.
Yeah, that's
so, a lot of this stuff, man, I feel like people kind of let their morals slide when people with a lot of money come around and so forth. Do. But, like, for example, like, look, Kanye can't do a worldwide tour anymore. He can only do certain spot dates. He's not broke, but he's not as big as he was before. And I remember, like, there's this, like, store called The Real Real where you could sell, like designer clothes, like used designer clothes. So but I go through my closet every so often. Like, I don't wear this Burberry. I don't wear this Gucci. I don't wear this Louis, whatever. And I had a bunch of, like, Yeezys that I wasn't wearing no more either, So I remember recently I went down to the store to basically sell some of the really expensive Yeezys that I had that I just haven't worn in years. They're like, no, we don't buy Yeezy anymore.
That's crazy.
See what I'm saying? And at one point, Yeezy and Jordan were kind of neck and neck.
He was.
People were rocking Yeezys like they were rocking retros.
And he was paying more for the Yeezys.
Yeah, he was paying more for the Yeezys. Like, he really was on top of it.
He fucking blew it on purpose, it seemed like.
I don't know, man.
Because my thing is, all right, get your bag all, because you could be at like $5 billion right now if you just play it. Then my thing is, why was it so important to even say those things, though, if you know it's going to cost you so much?
I feel like Kanye, it's almost like performance art. I almost feel like
you can't let your performance stop your bottom line, though. You letting them stop your bottom line.
I know. But Kanye's always been a loose cannon. He's always been off. Like, not
always. It was a time he was humble.
Nah.
I've
never met
I'm telling you.
You met a humble Kanye?
He first came out. We went to the Super Bowl together. We was on the Super Bowl on the plane. That's when John Legend used to be when he wasn't famous and none of that shit. Bro, he wasn't. He was quiet. He was quiet. He wasn't like that, man. But yeah, I remember though. I guess he was quiet around us because we was like some real like.
If people look, they can find this picture. There's a picture from 2005. I interviewed Kanye. He was in the studio with Common working on his album. Kanye had no hit songs.
This before 2005 though. We were at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 2005. Kanye had no hit songs. Through the Wire had just dropped. Through the Wire was not a hit song. I felt like it was just
I think it became a hit song
later on. But when it dropped, it was like, oh, that's the producer who raps now.
Yeah.
He was a producer who raps. So I interviewed him, and his ego was on 100.
Yeah, but I'm talking about we were supposed before that.
Yeah. Maybe when you first met him, but I'm saying like at the point where he started like producing Jay and everything, that's
he was producing Jay already, but he wasn't an artist yet, like far as rapping wise. Like, yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, my thing is this: once you told me that when he gave his cousin head, he was older than his cousin.
Yeah,
that disturbed me.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as you should have said that, automatically thought it was Kanye West getting molested or something. Like somebody was like,
no, he was molesting his cousin.
That's insane to me.
Yeah,
that's the big story to me.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dave even talked about, Dave Blunt's told me about the story. So basically, we went kind of through the whole story. I guess like Kanye's cousin found like these gay magazines that his mother had. I guess his mother was like gay also, but she had like male gay magazines or something. And
so a gay lady got male. Go ahead.
Yes, I don't get it, but that's the story that Dave told me, right? And that's based on conversations with Kanye. That's how he wrote the song. And, they started just doing that stuff to each other. And
but if you're the older cousin, I don't know how much years older he is, but I think if you're the older cousin, you're the predator. You're the
predator.
Period.
Yeah.
But the way he said the story, it sounded like it wasn't like that. I mean, like, because he didn't say nothing about age and all that, but like, I mean, so obviously that's something. Maybe he's dealing with that. That's what makes him so crazy. That's a lot to deal with when you're black and you fighting against that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
you could tell the way he treats his wife, bro. I mean, he treats his wife, he got a naked, he got it doing all that stuff. Like, bro, mind you, I'm not talking from a perfect man perspective, but as a man, you got a wife, you're supposed to love your wife. You don't supposed to have your wife somewhere naked and she feel uncomfortable and all. Why would you have your wife with her titties out? I mean, all that. Like, to me, that's insanity to me.
Well, I mean, his former wife became famous off doing a porn film.
Yeah, but this
and
still
she always had her titties out one way or another.
But it's different. You know it's different. I'm gonna tell you the difference. Her titties out because she got them out. It's like Kanye West's wife, like her titties out because he making her have them out.
Yeah.
And then Kim Kardashian's a boss herself on her own. Like, she don't have to be with. It's like he got her parading around like he's like trying to try to play her like disrespect her. I almost feel like that's the feeling that you can't. From the outside looking in, that's what it seemed like.
I had heard a story that like every time she goes out like that, he gives like 100,000 or something.
But even with that, that's still disrespecting your wife.
Yeah,
I got you 100,000 to be outside naked.
Yeah,
and I married you. That means like so. That's why I said this world is so crazy. Like these type of things that didn't happen back in the day. I mean, person, if you marry somebody, you love them usually. Like you usually don't want them to be outside naked.
Yeah, but you got porn stars who have husbands and stuff like that. But you got all types of, you got cuckolds. Like you got, man, listen, when it comes to sexuality, it's so all over the place.
But I'm gonna tell you though, like far as in the hood, a lot of that stuff, if it was happening, you didn't hear about it. I never heard of a cuck or whatever. I never heard that. I never heard of a person watching their girl get popped.
Well, because people don't really talk about that. If that was your thing, would you tell anybody? No. But Diddy didn't tell anybody. It came out in court.
Bro, in prison, niggas talk about everything. I never even heard that in prison. I never heard one nigga in prison say, yo.
Because it makes you look like a punk. That's why.
I just think.
You look like a punk.
That could be true.
You look like a punk.
Or it could be that people not doing it.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, this male escort was telling me the richest couples he's ever met up with were all into that stuff.
Yes, I'm saying, but maybe that's just for rich people then.
See, I don't know. And I think maybe part of it was maybe like some of the dudes couldn't perform. Like they can't. Like, I remember I had heard that Larry Flint, remember Hustler Magazine?
Yeah.
He got shot. Yeah. He got paralyzed.
Yeah, the serial killer shot him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he got shot. He got paralyzed. So he couldn't have sex anymore. But he would just basically have people have sex in front of him, but he couldn't do nothing anymore. So that just gave him a certain amount of pleasure.
I understand. That's more understandable.
Yeah, because his shit don't work.
Yeah, like, I mean, but like, I'm talking about, we just sitting here like, and mind you, we're not talking about our girl. We talking about somebody that we go with.
Yeah.
And like, it's different if it's some girl you have a random, but I'm talking about the person you married or the person you be with every day, person you go on a red carpet with and all that. And you just get your mouth peed in and we on a red carpet. Like, I don't, that to me, that's just insanity to me. I can't put the two. I mean, now if you're a girl, Puff Daddy doing to a girl you don't be with, she's some random, this is a girl you on the red carpet with. This is a girl you jealous about her being with people. To me, it's like that's a mind I just don't understand it. But what's the crazy part, Puff Daddy's still Puff Daddy. He's not going to be able to do none of the stuff he was doing before, though, as far as business-wise.
Look, Puff Daddy and Jay-Z were considered peers at one point. Now, Jay-Z and Diddy are not talked about in the same
Jay-Z got the fuck away from that shit fast. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Jay-Z was like, I don't know him. I know him, but not like that.
Yo, the niggas got like 80 pictures together, all type of parties.
I know, of course they know each other.
Hov said, listen,
people
I don't know. Hov said, Hov ain't going for Hov. Like, I don't know, boy. We did it. We was together a couple times. I don't know, boy. I don't got nothing to do with that. Like,
what do you think? Like Nicki Minaj was going off on everybody.
I seen it.
It was going off on SZA. Was going on Jay-Z. Rock Nation. Listen, what did she say?
The lady from Desiree Perez song.
Desiree Perez. Nicki said, "Dear Jay-Z and Deseret, you ruin hip hop, you ruin football, you ruin basketball, you ruin touring, you ruin Instagram, you ruin Twitter. The jig is up. All this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only."
I understand why she's saying it. You know what I mean? The lady Desiree, whatever. I mean, everybody knows that's a fact that she told on the cartel.
Oh yeah.
So that's just a fact. I mean,
it's a fact. Yeah.
I mean, and I can't believe nothing happened. That's crazy.
I mean, the fact that Jay-Z is this street guy,
I got her as the CEO.
And the CEO is a known informant.
Informant to red. That's crazy.
But
man.
I guess with him, it's like, well, this is the best person for the job, and she's a female, so fuck it.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
I think that's how he looks at it. I don't know Jay like that.
I'm pretty sure she ain't the only person that can do that.
I can tell you this though, someone I know sent my video of me going at it with Tony Busby to Jay-Z, because remember Jay-Z was one of the people he tried to go after. The whole bullshit 13-year-old story and everything else like that. And Jay-Z thought it was hilarious. He got a big kick out of that. So,
I mean, I don't know what it is between Nicki Minaj. I know that she said something about the son, Jay-Z's son.
Yeah, but he just dropped that lawsuit.
Of course he did.
But he said he's still going to file. I don't know. I don't think that's his son.
I do.
You do?
Hmm.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't think Jay-Z would offer him no money at all if it wasn't his son.
I don't think he offered him money.
Yeah, he offered him money.
Really?
Yeah.
See, but sometimes, listen, you got to understand. You've never been sued, have you?
No.
I've been sued multiple times. Like, you reach a point where financially it makes sense to settle, right? Like, I had a lawsuit where she wanted like $600,000. It was like a former employee that came up with a whole bullshit, accusation that had nothing to do with me and blah, blah, blah. It was just a whole bullshit situation. And ultimately, we got to the point where we spent about $75,000 already in legal fees. And she ultimately said, I'll take $75,000 to settle. So it was going to be like, all right, we've already spent $75,000. If we go to court, I'm going to spend probably another $300,000. And I could probably win because there's really nothing here. But do I want to, once I spend the $300,000, I can't sue her and get it back.
And even if you win, you still lost.
I still lost.
Yeah.
I won, but I've just spent $400,000, right? So do I want to just back up out of it with $75,000, or do I want to spend $400,000 to make a point? I don't have $400,000 to make a point. Jay got $400,000 to make a point.
Let me ask you a question though. If you pop somebody's mom, pop the lady, would you take the test?
What do you mean?
So say it's a kid like, yo, I think you might be my dad. You pop the mom. Would you take? I'm asking you, would you take the test?
Well, the problem with this story is that they're saying the mom was underage.
I'm saying, but besides all I'm saying, it might be your son. But that part, like, all right, the mom of the age.
The underage part makes it all very dicey. See what I'm saying? Like,
so past the fact that might be your son.
What do you mean?
Like, so if it might be a son, like, because the mom was underage, you wouldn't want to find out?
I mean, if it's going to ruin your whole life.
I don't think it'll ruin his whole life.
You made a very bad decision 30 years ago.
But your son? So you see, my thing is this, I'm not running from, if it's my son, I want to know.
Yeah, listen, I get it, right? And I have kids
Especially
as well.
If I got $1 billion, I'm not.
I have kids as well, you know, and I think it's a very hard choice because it's and the mom is dead at this point.
Yeah,
so but then again,
it's not hard for me.
You're gonna, you know, if Jay takes that DNA test and it proves to be positive, he's gonna be Jay the pedophile, right?
But don't your kids come before you? They supposed to.
They're supposed to.
So imagine you got a kid out here, the mom died when he was about 10, 11 years old. He's been out here by himself, right?
Look.
Would you care about your image more than a possible seed that's yours?
I think Jay cares about his image.
Of course you know what I'm saying. But most men, I don't think, if you take 100 men, I take 50-50. It'd be 50-50.
I don't know, man.
Especially if you already 50-something years old. It ain't like you 10, 20, 25.
It's Jay-Z. He's married to Beyonce. He's got a huge company. He's got, you know, that NFL deal would go away just like that. I mean, everything would go away. Everything would go away. I mean, he'd still be rich as hell, but everything would go away. Damn. Right then and there, because he'd be Jay the pedophile.
So basically, money come before a kid.
Ped.
Kid don't mean shit.
Instead of Jay-Z, be Jay Ped.
So for fuck, it's like, so Jay-Z like, that's my son, fuck that nigga.
Pretty much. But shit, I know. I mean, listen, 50 don't like his son.
But that's his son, though. You never say he's not his son, though.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different type of situation.
Listen. I think 50 at one point said that if his son got hit by a bus, he wouldn't have a bad day.
But it's still his son.
Still his son.
Still his son. So I got a son. There's days I feel like that about one of my sons. I ain't even lie. Like, I wouldn't want him to die, but I can imagine me saying that about him. Like, this nigga's
good. Kids will say the meanest things to you. We'll say
it's two different things. It's one thing from saying, "Oh, my son to get hit by a bus, he get on my fucking nerve."
Yeah, I would never say.
Listen, I'm saying, but it's another thing saying, "You're not my son." Like, fuck out of here. I'm not testing nothing. I'm not doing shit. I don't care if you my son or not.
Well, you know, right now there's a trial that's happening where this dude Queso, he's up on a murder charge, and his dad is testifying against him. He just took the stand yesterday.
His dad's going to stand against him. Why?
His own son. Well, I guess his dad was somehow involved also. And I think his dad was gonna be charged with, like, I think a murder after the fact or something like that.
Oh, so he told him not to go to jail. That's a nut ass dad.
Would you do that?
No.
So you would go to prison for the rest of your life?
I told my son for no. If I gotta go to jail, I go to jail. I'm not. I want me to live with myself knowing I took the stand against my son. See, some people let their kids different. If you got the kid, you've been having them since a kid, raising them. You feel like you they protected. There's no way I can get on the stand. Like, yo, my son did it. Like, it's like I ain't had nothing to do. Me personally, I can't. I mean, I just had to go to jail. Like, I mean, sometimes, of course, nobody wants to go to jail, but I'm not getting on the stand in a courtroom against my son. Period.
Yeah, I mean, it's a look. I wouldn't either, but
your son, bro.
But at one point, like, what if your son really was a monster?
What kind of monster?
Serial killer. Like, let's say your son was that guy in Philly.
Had the girls in the basement?
Raping girls, putting them in ditches, feeding other girls to them and all that. I'd be like, listen.
And they trying to give me life for
that. Cooperate or go to life because he's implicating you in all this crazy shit that he did when you didn't actually do any of it. You weren't even aware of it.
That's a hard
decision.
Yeah.
It's a hard decision because look, you raise your kids the best you can, but
you gotta be, for me to have a hard decision, you gotta be a serial killer. You gotta have a girl's tied to your basement for me to even consider it. Like, if it's just a regular bird or some street shit, I'm not taking this thing against my son. We're gonna have to fight it, try to get a pill, try to get like, I'm not just telling on you. Like, I mean, that's just crazy. Like, and I think if my son was a serial killer, I would probably would not want to be involved at all. I don't want to know. Because it's just the thing of the way when you raise a certain type of way from a certain type of environment, telling is just not one of your options. I mean, ain't like you get to pick and say, let me tell now. It's just not one of the options. It's like you can't do it. I mean, period.
Yeah, Young Thug. Speaking of that, Young Thug recently said on Twitter, if you're a rapper and a rat, you just gotta go do gospel music.
That's. Well, this era you can rat and still be cool. 6ix9ine rat.
Gunna.
I mean,
Gunna's
rat.
bigger than ever.
I mean, it's
Gunna, like right now, Gunna is bigger than Young Thug.
Yeah, but telling is not telling. They got the different meaning than they used to have back in the day. You telling. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't even talk bad about somebody. I mean, you could be a man with titties and nobody can say nothing bad about you. You got titties, you're a man. Oh, you can't say nothing bad about you. I mean, it's men that saying they are women. If you don't say I'm a woman, like, it's a problem. Like, I mean, so like this world is like, you know, a little backward. You know what I mean? I think it's this. If you're a man and you say like, yo, I'm a lady. You know you're not a lady, but you want everybody to say that you're a lady.
Mm-hmm.
That's like insane to me. That's not, and people going with it. That's insanity. That's like, what the fuck? Like, so after you do stuff like that, nothing else should surprise you. Period. I identify as whatever this is, and like, that's like me saying I identify as being invisible. I'm invisible.
Look, I think that ultimately, the bigger the hip hop got, and the more people that are involved in it, once social media took a hold, you couldn't create this mirage, this image that you're this super gangster, that you're this like made man or whatever else. You're just a regular dude who happens to be a poet, right? Because really, rappers are really poets. Let's just keep it 100. Am I right?
Yeah,
rappers are really poets.
But that's not how it started, though.
What do you mean?
It started where it's in the streets.
I get it, but it's people that can put words together.
Yeah, but
that's the skill.
But the people in the streets who put words together.
Right, but the original rappers weren't gangsters.
It's like the Sugar Hill Gang and shit like that?
Sugar Hill Gang were not gangsters.
No. But
Busy B was not a gangster. Melly Mel wasn't a gangster. He could beat people up, but he wasn't out there doing crime.
Once you get to the 80s.
You know, I mean, what's his name? Africa Bambaataa was part of a gang. Like, he was kind of a gangster, like the whole Zulu Nation. But then he ended up being gay. So, there's that.
Yeah.
He was a gay gangster, I guess. Like, so you got that weird shit around him.
But like, first the 80s and the 90s coming, like, say the late 80s and the 90s come along, like, most people that was rapping was like...
LL Cool J was not a gangster.
He was like, he wasn't a gangster.
Nah, not at all.
I'm talking about still his street person, though. You still, even though he talk about girls, you still seen him as like a street person. You really
Run DMC were not gangsters.
And listen, I'm saying, but he's more
Beastie Boys weren't gangsters. Salt and Pepper or Big Daddy Kane was not a gangster. Public Enemy was not a gangster. Ice-T was a gangster.
Let me tell you the difference, though.
Eric B. and Rakim, I mean,
they kind of
played around with it.
You name LL, you name Big Daddy Kane, right? What they got in common? They love girls.
Right.
No gay shit at all.
Right.
They the opposite. Big Daddy Kane and LL is the opposite of gay.
Right.
Like that's what they known for. Like what I'm saying. So like, or if you're not a gay, if you're not a gangster, you like girls a lot. So mix a lot, girls a lot. It wasn't no funny business at all in rap at all. It wasn't no fun.
No, look, I mean, NWA some of them were gangsters. Eazy-E was a gangster.
Yeah,
Ice Cube not so much.
But I'm saying, even if he wasn't a gangster, he was either a gangster or he was like that rap like De La Soul.
Yeah.
And Pro Righteous Teacher. And then you had the gangster rap. So gangster, girls, and like enlightened rappers. That's it. It wasn't no...
Right. But what I'm saying is, when you look at all the lists of the early rappers, there's only a few gangsters here and there. I think Just Ice was a gangster. I mean, look, from Philly, you got, the CEB dudes.
Yeah.
Counting on this bank. It was Steady B.
Cool C. It was Cool C. ESTB had
the other dude. Those dudes ended up robbing a bank.
Yeah.
And they're doing life in prison.
Yeah. It's still in jail now.
But they weren't really gangsters when they were rapping like that. I don't know if that kind of ended up later on when they ran out of money.
They songs was more about like like girls and get money and but they was gangsters in real life, obviously.
Right. Later. Yeah. There you go. They robbed a bank and killed a cop.
But what I'm saying is that as far as all that still is in the streets though. As far as when I say streets, I mean like you don't got to be a gangster, but you wasn't doing no like you had to be heterosexual. You can't wear no fingernails. You couldn't wear no colorful hair. You couldn't do none of that.
Look, all I'm saying is, okay, look. The point I'm making, yes, there were a couple of dudes, there were a couple of street dudes, whatever, but in general, these were artists. These were creative people. They were poets. They like to put words together. They like to sit in the studio and create songs and be creative and try to do something that other people haven't done. I remember my first interview ever. I remember when me and Special Ed sat down. Like, he was the first rapper that I interviewed. I was like, hey, how come you didn't have any features on your first album, like, it wasn't about that. It was about you. Like, you had to show your skill and your creativity and everything else like that.
It was always like that. Like, there weren't really many collaborations between other artists at that time. Everyone was almost selfish and wanted to prove a point and show that they were the best.
So you have these regular dudes that, yeah, they were in the streets, they come from certain neighborhoods, but they weren't gangsters. They weren't out doing crimes or whatever else. And a lot of these guys, because they were in certain environments, they would get caught up in stuff and they would cooperate because that's what most people do. Most people, when put in a certain situation, hey, go to jail or cooperate. Most people at some point cooperate. So now you're starting to see what really has been happening the whole time.
You got to according to where you from too, though. Like, if you was in Philly back in the 80s and the 70s and like that, you can't be telling.
Yeah, but in the 90s? 2000s?
2000s, you could probably tell more. The further back you go, like, the less you would probably be telling. Now it's like, you know, it's a lot of safety precautions in prisons. There's a lot of I mean, but still, it's not how it is now. Like, today, anything goes. Like, they got people that rapping songs, that talking gangster shit, got thongs on, their fingernails polished. Pocketbooks. No, I mean, mind you, I don't care. I'm just saying, for us, you from a different area, you look at it, you're like, I would never want to hear you talk no gangster shit you got a dress on. Ever. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Young Thug was talking gangster shit with a dress on.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand. I like Young Thug as far as his songs. It grew on me after I got out of prison. But you can't do that in Philly. I mean, you could do that from Philly, but you can't be in Philly like that.
Man, look, we're in New York right now, right?
Yeah.
Look at all the gangster rappers that are locked up right now in New York. K-Flock.
But you gotta remember this too, though.
Chef G, Dougie B, 5EO Foreign. I can keep going.
But look at New York. Look at y'all laws out here. Y'all don't play no games out here, especially with no burners.
No.
If I was in New York, I probably wouldn't even carry a gun if I was living in New York, man. This
Absolutely
shit is so
not.
crazy in New York. Like,
no, look, I mean, we were talking about this yesterday because Bobby Shmurda was here. Like, K-Flock got into an altercation with a dude. The dude was actually following him. The guy had a gun on him. I guess was reaching for the gun. K-Flock pulled out first, killed him. In Florida, he would have been left free and they would have given him his gun back.
Stand your ground.
But now, yeah, because you got to stand your ground. I interviewed Lil Tim, who killed King Von. Free to go. Ultimately, stand your ground. Georgia, stand your ground. But in New York,
yeah, it wouldn't happen like that.
K-Flock is facing 10 years to life right now, depending on how the judge goes. My man Taxstone, if he was in Florida, he would have been let free. By the way, did you see the video, the fake video of Troy Ave, the shooting video?
That's fake?
It's fake.
Why? What made him do that? To try to get his name back?
Because he's a bozo, that's why.
Yeah, I've never really liked
bozo.
I'm just why I ain't like him.
Like, listen, like, your bodyguard got killed. The dude who's supposed to be your man, the dude who's protecting you, got killed over you pressing somebody. Like, that was your beef with Taxstone. Tax wasn't, messing with the bodyguard. He was messing with Troy. And because Troy told his man to go attack Taxstone, and Tax wasn't going to take that, pulled out and killed him.
Yeah.
He lost his life.
How much time he got?
Who?
Taxstone.
35 years.
I did this podcast right before he went locked up too.
Yeah, I was hanging out with him right before he got locked up.
Yeah, I fucked with Taxstone.
Like that was my friend. Like
he was on my show all the time. He's been popping right now.
He'd be huge. Meek Mill even had to go do an interview with him after he talked mad shit about Meek Mill because he knew how important Taxstone was.
Yeah, I did Taxstone.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's.
But my thing is, how did they
find
out that
you're playing around with a lot of really ugly shit. Like you got shot, your man got killed, your man's family hates you with a passion. You were not at that funeral. Someone's doing 35 years and you make a trolling video of shooting at someone.
But how did they find out it was fake?
Because it was investigated. There was no gunshots. There was no nothing.
They in a Bentley truck.
There were no bullet holes anywhere. There was no nothing. They investigated. It was all fake.
So he's just trying to get into the
he wanted to go viral.
Conversation.
He wanted to go viral. It's such a bozo ass shit thing to do, man. Like, honestly, like there's certain, I don't know if you saw this, but like me and this dude China Mac were cool, right? There's this Chinese gangster dude from out here.
I know this one. Yeah, I know this one.
I mean, his first interview he ever did was with me. He got out of prison.
Yeah, I know exactly.
The first ever interview. Me and him became cool and everything else like that. So he decided to prank me this one time when I was on live with him. Like, he wanted me to come in and do an interview while we were streaming. He had a bunch of dudes come in the middle of the interview They start arguing. One's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get my gun. I'm gonna get my gun. And I'm sitting there like, yo, there's about to be a shootout in here. Like I had like pepper spray in my pocket. So I'm like, you see me reaching in my pocket, I'm prepared to like possibly spray somebody or something. But I'm like, and I know I'm on stream, so I'm very conscious. I'm like, because this is all being recorded, all about to go live. And it's like, oh, we were just kidding. And I'm like, you don't kid around about guns. Like, you know, you don't.
He said some shit that made everybody mad,
You don't
too.
do that. And that's why me and him haven't rocked with each other since then. I may actually reach out to him.
But he said some shit that made people mad. I don't know, it was about some black Chinese, Chinese, some shit he said like a while back that made everybody like.
I'm not sure.
He said some shit.
He was on camera, though. This dude tricked him into eating dog.
Be Chinese, though.
Dog meat. Not all Chinese people eat dog.
I mean, but you,
come on, man.
I'm not saying they all eat dog. What I'm saying is this.
Chinese people don't eat dog.
You know, it's a festival in China where they all bring their dogs to the festival.
In China, not in America.
But I understand. It's like saying if you're African and everybody from Africa, they all eat goats. Like I mean,
I've eaten goat.
I said not come from
I've
Africa.
eaten curry goat at Jamaican restaurant. It's pretty good.
So it's like a Jamaican eating goat. You like,
no,
what?
It's not. It's dog.
You saying not all Jamaicans eat goat. Well, maybe they don't.
A lot of Jamaicans eat goat. And goat is at most Jamaican restaurants, they have curry goat. Am I right?
In a lot of Chinese restaurants, I got cats.
No, they don't got dogs or cats. Cut it out. No, cut it out.
They might not tell you they got dogs and cats.
No, they do not have dogs.
So you don't know about the festival in China where they bring the dogs every year?
Listen, in China, they do a whole bunch of weird shit, but it's not America.
So my thing is,
COVID came from like this outdoor meat market where they had all types of weird animals like armadillos and shit like that.
But I understand this. So if you're Chinese, right?
Yeah.
And your whole country eats dog, right?
Yes.
And you're an
American. The whole
American.
country does not eat dog.
Well, most of the people in your country eat dog, right?
Most people. Let me see.
Let's look this up, right? So
most
people in your country eat
people
dog.
in China eat dog.
If you're Chinese and you're an American, they say, well, maybe.
No, most people in China do not eat dog. While the practice exists in some regions, it's not widespread or mainstream custom in China.
Right,
the majority of the Chinese population does not consume dog meat. It's being done in certain places.
Can you look up what's called? They had that thing where once a year they bring all the dogs that they're gonna cook into this one place. Like 75,000 dogs.
72% of Chinese do not eat dog. But then again, that's kind of a lot.
They got 2 million people there. So that's still like,
all right,
that's 900 million people eat dog.
You're right.
So 900 million people eat dog.
Millions of people eat dog. All right, okay. I'm going to have to give you this one.
Bro,
dear Chinese people, please stop eating dog.
Then that's the thing about dog.
I have a Rottweiler.
Who knows how dog tastes? We eat cows, we eat chickens, and shit.
Listen, there's technically nothing wrong with eating dogs. The only reason why people have problems with it is because they're our pets. Yes. Dogs and cats are our friends. Yeah, and that's the only reason why. That's the only reason. There's nothing different between a dog and a cow or a horse or whatever else. Stuff that people eat. Or chickens or whatever.
So I'm like, so a person that's Chinese shouldn't even take offense if you think they might try your dog. They mean like, it can't be offensive. You can't take offense to that.
Shout out to all the Chinese people. I'm not co-signing this.
No, Chinese people, listen, I'm not. First of all, black people can't be racist. That's what you can't be racist.
Black people can be racist.
No, we can't.
Yes.
We can't. How?
They can be bigoted. They can be a bigot. Okay, for example, me and my man here, the cameraman, we're talking before the interview. There's a whole thing right now where they're telling foundational Black Americans, people that were born in America, to boycott African shops on August 1st. This is a thing.
For what, though?
Because they're saying African stores are not Black owned. It's a whole thing right now. I think it's stupid.
First of all,
I think it's stupid.
Let me ask you a question, though. What do Africans sell in their stores?
Well, like hair braiding and stuff like that. This one African woman who has a hair braiding store had to do a whole apology and blah, 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 and everything else like that.
If I was an African person with an African braiding store, I wouldn't even apologize because girls going to still get their hair braided, period. They might not come on August the 1st. They're going to come the 2nd. You know what I mean? They're not going to do that. But whoever came up with not going to an African store is a bozo to me. How can you, because Black person and African person is basically the same thing.
So here we go. There's a TikTok-fueled boycott that's happening right now.
Who started that?
Yeah. So basically, let me see. Okay, so an alarming social media call to action spearheaded by the hashtag #ShayAShelf has sparked a contentious debate within the Black community calling for a boycott of African-owned braiding shops, restaurants, and retail stores beginning August 1st.
That's so...
While proponents articulate grievances of disrespect, mistreatment, and undervaluation, particularly within the lucrative Black hair industry, this internal strife risks fracturing community facing pervasive external anti-Blackness from colonizers and their minions. So basically, they're calling for a boycott. They're telling Black Americans to boycott African hair shops.
Well, that must be a girl thing.
You don't think that's racist? You don't think that's racist?
Towards each other?
Black Americans being racist towards African blacks. You don't think that's racist? I think that's racist.
I think, first of all, I don't know who said that, who made the boycott, because I never heard it.
In the video, this girl, Shea, says, Black Americans, come here. There's a message for y'all, especially for my Black American women. Come here, listen. I think it's time for us to show how strong, how powerful the Black American dollar is. Since they don't believe us, I think it's time to boycott the braiding shops. This is what I think it's time to do. Time to boycott the braiding shops. Stop going. We know how to braid. Let's braid our own hair. Support our own small businesses. Stop going to the braid shops. Teach them how to have some fucking respect because they have none. Black American power, Black American dollar. They need us. We don't need them. Remember that. Do I wish there to be unity in the community? Absolutely. But that ain't gonna happen until they give us our fucking respect. They've never done it. So fuck all that. Boycott time.
That's like
it. On August, it's July 29th.
Let me tell you what I feel like.
In 3 days,
I'm gonna tell you what
people are going to be boycotting African hair shops, braiding shops.
For one day.
August 1st.
So this would sound like to me. It's like some girl was in a shop getting her hair braided and got in an argument with some African lady. And they was fighting and arguing and she went out and did all this extra stuff. Because I mean, I know people that just got their hair braided not too long ago in an African shop and they ain't say nothing about. They got their hairs braided over there. Today, listen.
There we go.
Listen, like, nobody,
are you gonna boycott? You gonna boycott? Any of y'all going to boycott?
She got her hair done not too long ago.
We have two black women.
Did you get your hair braided from the Africans not too long ago?
I just went today and they are lovely. It's a person.
That's what I'm saying. So whoever wrote that, it ain't come to Philly.
But it's been going viral on social media. So I'm not saying everyone's gonna get affected, but enough people. The fact that I'm reading articles about it.
Like, let me tell you what I say. I don't think black people could be racist.
This is on blackenterprise.com.
I never heard.
That's an established black publication.
But if you ask an ordinary black person walking down the street, what do you think about the boycott of their hair braiding stores and African hair braiding? They're like, what? I don't.
Here, I actually got the video here. Hold on, I'll play it for you. Let me see if I can play it.
Let's not go to the African stores. They do hair and they wash cars. Like what?
We wash cars.
What are we gonna do? Like let's not get our car washed. Let's not to get it.
I mean, look, man. Like has there been lots of situations? Like for example, like one of my exes, she got disrespected at a Vietnamese nail shop. You know what I'm saying? And most nail shops are run by Asians. You know what I'm saying? Now, does that happen all around? No. Does that happen? Are certain people racist? Yeah, absolutely. But this is an example. Like they're saying to boycott all African hair shops.
You heard what she just said, right? I went there today. She didn't even know nothing about it. I'm saying when I say black people not racist, I'm talking about like far as you will never see a black person say, you know what? I'm about to go to this white church and just shoot it up. You know why? Because we too busy kind of pay rent. We gotta go to work. We haven't shit.
Well, just down the street, a black guy went and killed 4 people.
For
you
what?
Heard about this?
For what?
It was a guy who claimed
the people they killed, was they black or white?
Well, they were white. Yeah, they're white.
Oh,
black
shit.
guy who was like a former football player who claimed that he has CTE or he has mental issues already.
He probably was crazy.
I think he drove from Las Vegas. Literally happened a few blocks from
Las Vegas to New York?
I think so.
He's crazy already.
He's crazy already, right?
Crazy
he came in with a rifle, and I guess he was trying to go to NFL headquarters and try to basically just shoot up a bunch of people at NFL headquarters. He ended up going to the wrong elevator and went to like BlackRock, which is the hedge fund, ended up killing like 4 people, including
BlackRock major. I know about Black. But my thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like,
hold on, I'm playing this video. Hold on, I'm gonna play this video.
I'm making this video because I wanted to support Shea Shelf, who is promoting a protest for August 1st. Complete blackout on African braiding shops, restaurants, and stores, right? I'm absolutely here for this. I'm showing my support because I do this in my everyday life. I do not shop with the Africans. Ain't no African ever braided my hair, put their hands in my head, or none of that, right? I don't do the restaurants. I stopped like years ago. I do not shop with their stores. If I walk into a store and I accidentally realize, oh, not for me, right? So she's encouraging that we do an August 1st protest all through the month of August. I think it should continue throughout for the rest of the year. Right? Let them really feel the heat, okay? Because they are confused about who we are and what this is all about.
Now, people talk about how Africans.
That's not racist?
I don't think that's racist.
You don't think that's racist?
I think that's somebody mad about a service that they got, and
they're calling for a total boycott.
Yeah, but nobody's really gonna do it. But what
I think enough people are gonna do it. I think these are all small businesses. right? If a person loses like a business like this, if they lose 25% of their business for a certain month, some of these businesses.
And that's in New York.
This is, I think, all over. This is like nationwide. This is social media. So listen, some of these shops will go out of business.
And then listen. Think about we talking about being racist, right? They must have had a bad experience wherever they went at, or whatever, something like that. Whatever, it make them feel like they want to respond like this.
Listen, man.
Vlad, that's not racist, Vlad.
That's not racist.
No. You know why? What your racism is? You hate somebody for no reason. You fuck my hair up. You talk to me bad. Okay, I don't like you. That's not really racist.
She said, if I go into any store and it's owned by an African, I walk out. She's not saying this particular store, this woman from Nigeria disrespected me and I'm not going back to that store. That's not racist. But to say whenever I walk into any store, whether it's a restaurant, a hair braiding shop, a pizza shop, whatever, and there's an African owner, I'm walking out.
Do you hear a lot of
That's
times,
racist, bro. You can't say it's not racist.
Do you hear a lot of times what Africans say about African Americans? It's like a thing.
And there's racist Africans also.
But I don't think. But what I'm saying is like, so say a black person don't like an African for they want to go to the store, nothing like that. When I say racist, I'm talking about like all my life talking to my friends, black friends, whether them in prison, whether them on the streets, whatever. You never hear a black person like hates a different race. Like say a Chinese person, like so much they're like, I'm just gonna go kill him, or I just want to see their demise, or I want to like. It's like a bullshit. Like that's even bullshit. Like it's like, all right, we're gonna stop on August 1st. That means August 2nd you can go. Go get your hair done August 2nd.
That's not what she's saying. She's saying the whole year.
But she don't know. But she ain't know. I mean,
it's going viral.
Because that's what girls go and get their hair done. Let me say something about a black girl. They get their fucking hair done. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I don't give a fuck if Hitler did braids. Listen, bro.
I have been in relationships with black women most of my life.
Listen, let me tell you,
absolutely right.
Let me tell you, 30% of a black girl's life is their hair.
Yeah, this is true.
The mirror.
This is true.
Not going in the pool. Don't sweat their hair out. Don't touch them. Bro,
let me tell you.
They doing it getting their hair done.
All these dudes that have never like seriously dated a black girl does not know what the term hair day means.
They don't know.
Which can turn into hair weekend.
Bro, you can't even leave out the house till their hair is
hair day. Bro, I have dealt with hair day since college.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many men been late somewhere because they had to wait for their girl to do their hair?
I've been late multiple times. Black like, women's hair. This is true.
Yeah, so like,
yes,
they don't give a fuck. Listen, they're not. Listen, if the African store open and they my hair done and my shit not done, they're going in there.
Of course they are. But what I'm saying is, this right here I think is just lame.
But I think that's one person doing that.
No,
but that started it.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's going viral online.
But I think
it's going viral, and I bet you that there's going to be stores all around the country that are going to have bad months because of this. Going to have a bad August.
African community in Southwestern Philly, right? I don't really go there myself personally to do nothing because it look kind of shabby and shanty, right? But when I think about Africans and black people, I don't think about it as the same, but I never think about them as like I don't like them or something. Like if I see an African person, I never think like, oh, you African. I'm not gonna lie. I did think when I was younger, Africans was like poorer or less than because the way the TV portray them. So I started knowing people that was African. You know, TV had you when you were young. You thought, all the cartoons they in the pot cooking people in the jungle and all that. You know what I mean? So I never even knew African was like a real cities and real. Until I was like 30 something. You know what I mean? So, but once I seen that, but I never, even before I knew that, I just thought they was like, African booty scratchers. They just call people that. Like, I'm not no African booty scratcher. Like, like nobody wanted to be African, basically. You know what I mean? So, I think people don't want to be African because of the stigma and how the media portrayed them. But I think people way past that with the internet and everybody see African got some crazy cities over there, crazy houses, crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, whatever she talking about as far as that braid hair, first of all, men don't care nothing about that. So, basically.
This is targeted for black women.
You know what I'm saying? But black women, but like I said, black women get their hair done no matter, by any means necessary. They don't give a fuck about that. They say it's a boycott.
No, but look, like for example, like, he's been on my show a couple times, Tariq Nasheed, he's big on this. This is like his platform, the FBA, Foundational Black America. He has a whole documentary trying to prove that non-American blacks had nothing to do with the start of hip hop. Even though Kool Herc is Jamaican.
But they don't though.
What's that?
I don't think they do.
Well, listen. It's a little bit gray area, right?
Well, who cares though? But I don't think they
Kool
do.
Herc is Jamaican, like Charlie Chase, from what was the group that Charlie Chase is in?
Charlie Chase.
We see Charlie Chase.
I think I'm saying
it's the same. It's a Grandmaster Caz was the same group.
Grandmaster Fast and Furious 5.
The Cold Crush Brothers.
The Cold Crush Brothers?
Yeah, he was the DJ of the Cold Crush Brothers. You know, Crazy Legs was part of the New York City Breakers. You know, and then you go a little farther, you got people like Rick Rubin.
You know what that made me think, though?
What's that?
Who would spend their time on that fight?
Yeah,
right?
Well, someone who makes money off that fight. Just like Umar Johnson, right? Umar Johnson was recently saying
he from Philly.
That's one of your guys?
He from Philly.
Yeah?
I don't know personally, but I know he from Philly. I don't know personally. His whole thing is no snow bunnies.
No snow bunnies. You know something though? Like I did a poll recently. You know who Sydney Sweeney is?
No.
Sydney Sweeney, let me show you. She's like the new it girl.
Umar don't play about them snow bunnies at all. He go hard on the bunnies, bad.
Hold on, this is like.
I think a snow bunny broke his heart though. To be honest with you, because the way he be going hard on him, it's like there's no need for it.
This is Sydney Sweeney.
I don't know her. Some white lady.
Yeah, she was in Euphoria. She had like a nude scene where her titties was out, and everyone kind of went crazy over and stuff like that, right?
Umar Johnson ain't like it, did he?
Well, what I said was, if Umar Johnson had a chance, like if she threw him the pussy, he could hit it, and no one will ever find out.
He taking it.
90% of the people say he go hit it.
Listen, my thing is, for you to hate someone so much, you gotta like it a little bit. Because if not, you won't even you won't care about it. I mean, like I'll never sit around like, oh, white girl, like my son's girlfriend is white, right? I'll never be like, don't mess with her. She white. I don't like why you.
Oh man, listen,
because he don't want nobody to mess with nobody white. It ain't just him.
Yeah. Umar recently did a video where he claimed that his bank account was hacked. And he can't access his funds, and he needs help.
I seen the school.
Yeah. Someone broke into my school. They stole the books.
I seen a video.
Who breaks into a place and steals books?
Did you see the video?
Have you ever met anyone who stole books?
Did you see the video?
Which one?
To the school that he said got vandalism. He showed the video showing like the books and everything messed up. I mean,
no, I didn't see the video.
I think that's his niche he got that he get people to talk about.
I interviewed him like 10 years ago, and he was talking about how school's about to go up.
I seen
this
it.
was 10 years ago or so. Like it was forever ago. I think it was longer than 12. I think it was like 2012 or something.
Umar hit a white chick before. He had to say something dealing with a white chick to make him feel so strongly about it.
Something bad happened, you think?
I think a white girl tried to play him. Or he tried to like one and they ain't like him back. Because my thing is this, I mean, if somebody want to mess with a white girl, that's their business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's his own preference. You know what I mean? But like, why you go hard on a white girl like that when you don't gotta even deal with him at all? Like, I mean,
because that's his platform, man. Everyone got a platform, right? My platform is that I do interviews and I ask questions that everyone else is scared to ask. That's why people call me the police or the feds or whatever. Because when I got into it, nobody was asking these types of questions. Now it's common, but back when I was doing it, and this was my niche, and I stood on it. I'm like, when you come in, like we're gonna get into the hard questions and we're gonna talk about the stuff and so forth. And that's cool.
You know, I talked to Dame the other day too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for like about an hour. I mean, he was in
yeah, he's still mad at me?
I don't think so. he was in Montana or some shit like that. Montana.
Yeah, I saw him. He did a Art of Dialogue interview where he was wearing like a bandana and like a cowboy hat.
He got some like a property down there and shit. Because, you know, wherever Kanye West had some property down there too. Was it Montana?
No, it was Wisconsin. Was it Wisconsin or
it's like
Wyoming?
Wyoming. I know it's some shit like that. I mean, so he was down in Wyoming and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dame recently had another judgment against him where they're basically taking a bunch of his stuff. They're taking like Dash Films and
I seen it.
You know, I think like the copyright to a bunch of his films, like Honor Up, Too Honorable, We Went to China, Welcome to Black Rock, like they're taking those. You know, he said that any man that worries about another man's money is gay. But he's talked about Jay-Z's money quite a bit. So I guess
I still think Dame will come back, bro. I still think Dame is going to bounce back. It's gonna be hard.
Look, man, at the point that I saw the Dame had no teeth, I just whatever animosity I had towards him went away.
Dame just want to give you a fair one, bro.
Yeah, you want to fight me?
They just want to give you a fair one, bro.
We'll see what happens if we ever run into each other.
Yo, bro, that'll be a fun. Yo, that's the you know it costs $60 to watch a fight. I would definitely pay $60.
Me and Dave Dash go at it. Well, I can't knock his teeth out.
Yo, Dave will go. Dave seems to go like, oh, tell Vlad fucking straight up.
Well, Dame said that, you talking about me, why don't you come why don't you come on my platform and sit down and talk to me?
Yo, y'all might get a couple million to fight, bro.
And then I'll come do yours or something.
Would you fight for $1 million? Would you fight? Why not?
I have $1 million. It won't change anything.
Another million? So then
I'd like another million, but it won't change.
What about $10 million? Would you fight for $10 million?
Yeah.
Would you let
but no one's going to give me $10 million.
Would you let me be a corner man with the bucket?
Sure. Go for it. I would trade. I would box Dame Dash for $10 million, but no one's going to pay me and Dame that type of money because we're not big enough for anyone to care.
Jake Paul might.
No, Jake Paul ain't going to give me that.
Jake Paul trying to fight, I think, Adrian Broner next.
Really? But they're different weight classes. Adrian's like a middleweight, ain't he?
We know he don't care about the weight classes.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
That's true. Jake Paul like 230, he fight anybody. He don't give. Yo, Jake Paul, I think if he become a real boxer, I don't think he'd be like the top, but he'd be like not a bum boxer. He like to be a real boxer, like, you know what I mean?
Well, they're saying he's ranked like 14 or something.
Bro, he hit hard as shit. You know what I mean? But he always fight people that's not like, I want to see him fight a real boxer that's boxing now. Not a washed up old boxer, not none of that. I want to see him fight. Huh?
No, I feel you. I mean, he fights
I want to see him fight like somebody like Charlo.
All right, well, let me ask you a question. You're a boxing fan, right?
Yeah, bad.
Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. Like right now, according to betonline.ag, Canelo's favored -180, Crawford is 139. That means that if you bet on Canelo, you'd have to bet $180 to make $100.
That's not that bad.
I mean, it's almost 2-to-1 odds.
Yeah, but
almost.
Canelo stuff used to be way crazier than that.
I mean, Terrence Crawford's no joke, though.
You know, I would bet on Terrence Crawford in the fight.
So you would bet on Terrence Crawford?
Yeah.
Why?
He never lost. Mayweather beat Canelo real easy. And I don't think Terrence Crawford...
Mayweather beat Canelo way early on. Way early on.
But...
Plus, it's Mayweather.
Listen, Law is Mayweather. He a cheat code. But I think if anybody can beat Canelo, it's Terrence Crawford. I mean, I'm not betting against somebody that never lost. You know what I mean? Now, if Terrence Crawford take his punches, that's what we got to see.
Yeah, I mean, September 13th in Las Vegas.
That's going to be the biggest fight ever, probably.
It'll be on Netflix.
I think it's going to be the biggest fight ever.
Yeah, Canelo's getting $150 million. Crawford's getting $50 million. I mean, huge paydays for everyone involved.
Plus, they're going to get probably back-end money, too.
Yeah.
Well, how does that work? Because it's not pay-per-view. Do they still...
Netflix putting up the money.
So I'm saying, so they don't get no back-end then?
No, there is no back-end. Well, I mean, there's ticket sales.
Yeah, because pay-per-view, the back-end is the most.
There's no pay-per-view.
I guess if you give me $50 million up front, I don't really care about a back-end. You give me
but Netflix doesn't do back-ends, period. Like, even
so
on
he
movie
getting
deals.
3 times more than Terrence Crawford? God damn. That's crazy, bro. I would at least think it'd be or 2 times.
I mean, would you turn down $50 million?
Not even 5.
So, you know,
I know niggas.
The other day, you could be pocket watching, you know, the other boxer, but at the end of the day, you're still getting $50 million.
Yeah, $50 million.
Biggest payday he's ever gotten in his life, even after taxes and whatever. Like,
I just think he was enough of a draw that he can get at least half of what he was getting. I mean, of course, $50 million. Like the fuck, like $50 million.
Canelo has the whole like kind of like Latin community, and you got to think that's a huge thing.
But yeah, I remember Terrence Crawford's last fight's been, Terrence Crawford's last fight's been sold out just like Canelo's.
No, I mean they all sell out. Like Terrence is a beast. I just feel like Canelo's kind of like a bigger figure.
He a bigger figure, but I think he was that 3 times bigger. This fight's gonna be insane.
Hey man, it's all about negotiation.
Well, you know what it was? Because you know why he getting so much less because Canelo ain't had to take it. Canelo scared of Benavidez though. Period. And I don't think he could beat Benavidez at all. I would bet on Benavidez.
Yeah? For
sure. Because Benavidez just like Bivol, who beat Canelo already.
Yeah?
I think Benavidez could beat Bivol.
Yeah.
Canelo wants no parts of Benavidez. Benavidez begging him to fight him.
Yeah.
Undefeated, belts. Canelo said, fuck that, I'm fighting Terrence Crawford.
I mean, you see that Clarissa Shields, she defended her heavyweight title.
Shields, the white can't beat her.
Yeah, she knocked that girl out.
She got to fight Layla Ali.
Layla's older.
That's the only reason I think she'll be. I think if Layla Ali was in her prime, it'd be a good fight.
I mean, I've met Layla Ali before.
Like she was fucking people up, bro. Remember she fought what's the girl, the white girl that's knocking everybody out?
Yeah, but was she considered one of the great female boxers like that? Really?
She never lost.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true.
And she beat, what she call him up? What's what they call her? The coal miner's daughter. What else her name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Remember she beat her to death.
Yeah.
I mean, but I ain't gonna front. You know, athletes now is more advanced. It seemed like It's like you say, like NBA and everybody is better and better and just better. And you know what I mean?
Well, look, we're talking about women being abusive. She got Papoose' name tattooed on her titty. Did you see that? Her under titty.
That's really her boyfriend now.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, they walk down the ring together and everything else like that.
Papoose is Papoose like tough girls.
I saw a tweet that said Papoose dates the type of girls when he can send them downstairs when he hears a noise.
For sure, like big. Let's see what that is.
Did you hear that, baby?
That's crazy. That's crazy if your girl arguing, you like hope she don't hit you.
Well, I mean, listen, Papoose he's big. He's like 6'3", and he's stocky. I mean, like he's not skinny or whatever else. So Papoose, and he's a man, but you're dealing with a professional.
But she could still probably knock you out though.
You think Clarissa could knock out Papoose?
With no gloves on?
With no gloves on.
Yes.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Because she
trains.
And she got stamina.
Yes. Yeah, the two of them going at it.
I can see them in the kitchen rumbling and she might win.
Baby, I want to break up.
No, not. This
I'm doing it on FaceTime.
Bro, listen, and this no shade to Papoose. Any man that don't train every day, go to the gym and all that, that's just a girl, she might could beat him.
I think Clarissa could beat me up. I'd have to tackle her. I was like, I think I'm physically
you might not let her beat you up because she's a lady. You just got your will to just not let her beat you up. Is like
I'm gonna have to just tackle her.
But bro, she hit hard, bro. She fight like a man. Like
yes.
But this when you got a girl like Clarissa Shields and y'all arguing, you gotta tell her just to calm down. Just calm down. It's not that deep. Like when she start getting, But Remy Ma tough too though.
Well, Remy will shoot you. So
there's
that.
So I think if Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields got in contact with each other, like the be beefing, I would be on Remy Ma. I would think Remy Ma would win.
Wait, a fist fight?
No, she's not fighting her with a fist.
Yeah, she'll shoot you.
Remy Ma going to pull out a knife or something like. So I think if they met and it was like a beef, I would put my money on Remy Ma.
Right, because Remy would probably have a weapon on her.
She got to. No, without no weapon.
Isn't Remy's son charged with murder?
So, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think Pepper was talking about something about that.
See, that's the thing, man. Like, the thing about having kids is they'll just copy you, and they might not even know it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going through this. My son locked up for murder.
Your son's locked up for murder.
So I know exactly. Because kids do what you do, not what you say.
I think about some of the things I've done relationship-wise, and it mimics some of the stuff that my dad did. I didn't realize it until after the fact. When I actually thought about it, I'm like, oh yeah, my dad did that. Oh shit, I didn't realize it. Like,
for me, it was like this. It was like I did a lot of stuff in front of my sons that I didn't even know was wrong.
Yeah,
it means because I don't have a dad. Like, so I was just doing. I thought if I take care of you, buy you clothes and sneakers and food, that's all I need to do. I didn't know that you watching everything that I do. I mean, wrong, indifferent, whatever, and you copy it. I mean, because that's what they do. They see what you do and they do it. I mean, they don't do what you tell them to do. They do what they see you doing. I mean, I learned that shit too late, though.
But after I had my twins, I had a vasectomy, but first I froze my sperm. So if I have more kids, it's all going to be planned. And I can even choose the gender.
How much it costs to freeze your sperm?
I pay like $50 a month to freeze it.
But that's it?
That's it. And
I'm
they
scared
keep it
to get a
forever.
vasectomy, bro. It don't do nothing to you when you get it?
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
How long it take for you to heal?
Next day.
Oh, you can hit something the next day?
Well, okay, so this is what they do. So you have like two tubes inside your testicles that basically the sperm travels through. When you come, only like 1% is actually sperm. Yeah, the other stuff is just a lubricated material, whatever else. So it's like people say, oh, do you come different? You come exactly the same. You cannot tell the difference.
There's no soldiers in there.
Yeah, but there's just no soldiers in there. So what they do is they cut those two tubes, they tie them, then they burn the ends. So the sperm can actually travel through the whole thing. So what happens is, but there's still some left in there kind of along the way. So you got to wait about 30 days. And then 30 days you come in, you jack off in a cup, they check the sperm. They see that it's, if you're completely like sperm free, then you're free to do whatever you want. So I never have to pull out, ever.
So did you do that just so you don't got to pull out?
Part of the reason. Well, and also I didn't want accidental pregnancies.
I just feel like something could go wrong.
Nothing. I mean, here's the funny part. I've never said this before. So I remember as I'm about to do the operation, I asked the doctor, I said, so how many times have you done this? He goes, It's an interesting time for you to ask. We're about to do this. Like, should have asked me earlier. He said he used to work at a clinic. That's all they did. And he said that he lost count at about 500.
Oh, so
he's done it hundreds of times. It's a very simple operation.
You be woke?
Yeah.
You be woke?
Yeah. They put like a little towel, whatever.
Oh, so like when you get a C-section, like, and you
something
can't
like
feel
that.
it.
Yeah. But they numb you up, obviously, right? They numb up that area. They put like a little
so you can't
towel there, so you can't see. You hear it. You kind of smell the burning a little bit because they told you they burn the ends. Yo, bro. Like, damn, that's my balls.
It's like getting your tubes tied.
Yeah, it's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of getting your tubes tied, right? And essentially, they're done. They stitch you back up. The stitches are so small that you'd never see them again. Sensation exactly the same. You come exactly the same. You just never have to pull out again. And when you choose to have a baby, you can, you just have to do in vitro. So the woman has to have like her eggs extracted and you do it, but you could choose the gender, you could choose how many kids. And these days you can even do things like, you could do certain tests for like height and eye color and stuff like that. So you could really kind of design the type of child that you have.
Oh shit.
You see what I'm saying? I heard that they're partway through clinical trials for a male, like, pregnancy pill. So there's like a pill that men will be able to take.
Plan Bs.
Not a plan B. A plan B just
before you could get started.
No, but it's like a girl being on the pill. They have that for men now. Not now. I'm sorry. No, it's still in trials. But they're saying within the next couple of years it'll be open so dudes could just pop pills and just not get women pregnant.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be great. It'd be great.
Well, you don't need it now. It's too late. You missed it.
Well, not for me.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, but for most men out there who are out there. Bro,
you know how much they're gonna charge for the pill though? They can probably be like $250 a pill.
You know how much a baby costs?
For sure. It's gonna be worth the $250 gonna be worth the $250. But they know men gonna take, I take it, they gonna hit us hard. They gonna
But at that point, because how many women say they're on the pill and they end up not being on the pill?
Or they miss a day.
They miss a day. So it's one of those things. That's where we're gonna end it. Oschino, always a pleasure. Till next time.
Yo, peace out.